people time to join the live, as the professionals would say. People that care about the views and the likes would say. Give some people some time to join the live. I don't know how much time you're supposed to give to that, though. A couple of minutes. This is always finicky, anyways. So, what's my notebook? Thick notebook for a thick gal. Thick Maggie. I could have called this introspection, but I don't even know if I want to do all that. The whole structure with the title and the points and all that jazz. Do I even feel like doing all of that? We'll see. Oh, it does. It does cut out. I did not do that. Hmm. Well. Interessante. Keep it on the side. Just keep it over there. No, that looks really weird now. Oh, it's 35 views on the video. I did not know. Lovely. Splendid. Hello, how are you? Hmm. I can get to that. Oh, click the wrong thing. Um, um, um. Does it look two different ways? So that's interesting. Um, who told you to put that in my description? I did not. We don't need that, but see, anyways. Oh, Jesus. That's not ugly. Okay, never mind. I'll just keep that then. I'll just keep it as is. As it is. I have a protein smoothie that I made. It's strawberry banana. I use protein powder and almond milk and honey, and that's it. Just in case anybody was wondering. I needed calories, and I did not feel like eating anything. I really be wondering if I'm autistic, but I'm not about to. I'm not about to do all that because it's not enough to hinder me or anything. I feel like it doesn't matter at this point. Because if they did say I was autistic, they'd just be like, "Yeah, you're high functioning autistic, and you just this, that, and third." So I'm not even. I feel like that would be a waste of time. Plus, they'd probably try to charge me like $1,000 to tell me that with the way healthcare and whatnot is set up. But I do wonder sometimes. I do wonder. Hello, another person who probably won't respond. How are you doing? Mm-mm. Smoothie's delicious. I drink the same ones every time. That's why I be thinking I'm autistic sometimes because once I like something, I stick to that like forever until something happens where I change it for some reason. But other than that, I'm gonna stick with the same thing for a really, really long time. You're so cute? Question mark. Thanks. Question mark. I'm unsure also. I mean, not unsure about myself, more so unsure as to why you put a question mark after it, but I'm pretty sure of myself. I'm pretty self aware. I don't feel like a lot of people are. Like a lot of people either have like this fake self that they put out to everybody else that's not really them, which to an extent, everybody does that because you're not going to be the same with complete strangers and people you don't know as you would be when you in your bedroom or whatever by yourself, or when you in the toilet. And those are different things, but for some people, I feel like those differences are a lot more plentiful between like their self behind closed doors and their self around other people. Like some people, that's a totally different person. Like the person they are inside, and the person they are outside. It'd be like night and day for some people. It's behind me, my couch. My couch is behind me. What's behind you, Abdal? The way people will absolutely ignore what someone's saying just to focus on some other minor detail, it always tickles me. You could be talking about whatever. Then someone else could just be talking about whatever else. And like, how does this relate to anything? But it doesn't matter. Everybody's gonna do what they want to do. First like, I can't even see the likes on here, so it's not like it would matter to me. Just FYI. It's about 544. Or we can engage in an intellectual conversation about something. That'd be cool. Instead of just playing a simple little little game like small children would do, who have nothing else to do with their life. I got 2 legs. Well, thanks for telling me. I never cared really. I know a lot of people do, but I don't think I've ever sat here and be like, make sure you like and subscribe and all that. I don't care. I mean, if you do, you do. That's cool. But if you don't, that's also cool. You're 8-year-old. Well, get out. Because why? Why are children so rampant on the internet? Just running amok to and fro. You and me and always take things the wrong way. I'm at first like because I wanted to show love first. No, I understood exactly what you were saying. I didn't think I was mean in my response to it. I'm just saying I literally don't usually care about it. I don't think that's mean at all. Maybe you just took it some type of way. Because I wasn't being mean in the slightest. I was literally saying that's good to know. Because on StreamYard, I cannot see them. So it's just like, oh, cool. But I don't really care overall. Like, that's not a mean thing to say. Because I literally don't. Like, I'm not like, oh, fuck you. Fuck you, like. I don't care about you, like. I was literally just saying I just don't care in general. Because I don't. If that makes me a mean person, I mean, it literally doesn't. But if you in your mind it does, then you're free to go somewhere else. You know, that's the thing. I feel like there's a lot of times like that where I'm just expressing myself, and someone's like, "You're mean." And I'm like, "How? I don't even know you. I don't even know if you're a real person. I didn't say anything mean to you. I'm just expressing myself. Like it doesn't like me expressing myself. It didn't even have anything to do with you specifically, you know. But people usually do that for some reason. Like they'll get all offended, and it's like, I mean, everybody's the main character in their own life, their own story, but it's like people try to act like in somebody else's life, you know. It's like you the main character, your life, your feelings matter, you know, valid, whatever. But it's like you're not the main character in someone else's life, to where everything you say they supposed to respond a certain way and they supposed to react the way you think someone should. I feel like that's what people be doing though. And they either got like they're the main character all the time, or they're just emotionally unregulated and easily offended about things. Especially on the internet. Everybody gets highly offended on the internet. And none of it's real. People be offended at a bot. It's not even a person talking to you. And people will get in their feelings and feel some type of way. But it's not even like a conscious, person that warned you feel some type of way sometimes. That's how you know. That's how you know feelings is like a little personal, like that's you type of thing, especially if it's not like something physically being done to you. Like if somebody slaps you in the face out of nowhere, that's mean, right? But if somebody's just talking about something that don't have anything to do with you and then you feel some type of way, that's not them being mean to you. That's just, you just took it upon yourself to feel some type of way because you felt like it. But you could choose not to do that if you wanted to. Just like you choose to make something that's not about you, you could choose to not do that. Or make it about you in a positive way and say, I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna be at peace. I'm gonna be content in spite of whatever that person's doing or whatever. Good smoothie. Delicioso. Yeah. Hold on. Hello, Jed. How are you? Welcome back to the rebrand. You didn't see anything different. Good morning. We are brand new. That's why that's the title. Okay. I have so many gray hairs. They're everywhere. It's because I'm so stinking full of wisdom. And I feel like it's time I stop denying that. You know, I keep feeling like I'm just a girl. I don't know nothing. I don't know. Excuse me. I'm just doing this and that, but I'm like a wise old sage or something. Like a medicine man or something. I do have a book of natural remedies. They buffer for my princess of this burrito. Is that what that is, bro? It sounds lovely. Sounds delicious. I just made a smoothie. Strawberry banana protein smoothie. And now I'm gonna take my herbs. Because I can. And it's a beautiful Sunday. I already put in work this morning. And I went to the car wash. My car's clean. I was productive this morning. Did a whole rebrand. Well, that was mostly yesterday when I changed it. I like it. I'm with it. Wait, I have to change my thing. Change my avatar thing. Because that's not what it's supposed to be. Wait a minute. Why does it still show that? It's supposed to be different. Well, I'll have to fix that, I suppose. So we're gonna try to on a Sunday. Well, I had to work today. Well, even though technically I already did a little bit. Got out there, did some DoorDash, which I like doing. It's fun. I even switched it up a little bit. I did a couple shopping orders. I usually don't do those. I went to Meijer and Kroger. Because the first one, they literally just wanted one giant thing of chicken bouillon seasoning. And that was it. I was like, oh, okay. I can get that for you. Sure. And then there was another one, Meijer, they just wanted cereal milk and some ice cream. It was it. There's just three things. I was like, oh, I can do that. I feel like that guy from Holes. I can fix that. That black guy. I can fix that. And then they killed him. Sam. They killed Sam because he was black. Oh, racism is so unfortunate. The way people can be killed just for their color of their skin is crazy. Just because other people is like, nah, too much melanin. Nah, you gotta die. That's crazy. Like, it used to just be normal. And then just lynch you, pull you out your house in the middle of the night and lynch you and burn your house down. Thank goodness they don't do that no more. I get to just freely exist without worrying about that too much. I mean, I suppose it could still happen if they really wanted to, but not in this community. You have to have the gate code to get in. Think you was shit and very beautiful, but you never did think you should stop. What negative thinking? My laptop needs to be charged. I fully explained to you earlier how you got offended over nothing because my response to you was not mean at all. It's always some man just try to put negativity on me. I'm just sitting here minding my business. This man was like, I was trying to give you a like. I'm trying to show support. You being mean. I was like, no, I wasn't. And now he's like, you need to stop your negative thinking. What negative thing? About racism? I mean, probably, but like, if shit exists and I want to talk about it, I'm gonna talk about it because I can. I feel like it. But I'm a happy, positive person overall. I can talk about certain things and still be good. And it's all I feel like it's always just someone that feels some type of way that's like trying to put that on me. Like you're negative, you're this and that. It's like I'm literally not a negative person. Stop being a bully. It's almost like you're just saying nonsense. That like for what reason? Like who am I bullying? Is it you? Am I bullying you? Cool. G404? Are you the one being bullied? And I need to stop bullying you? Is that what's happening here? Is that what's actually taking place? Because I'm pretty sure it's not. No, I did not see Kevin Hart's roast because I don't know. I feel like I almost refuse to watch a lot of mainstream stuff out of spite. Like whenever it's something everybody else is watching, I usually don't. I saw the Michael Jackson movie, but that's because my mama really wanted to go, so I went with her. But for the most part, yeah, because I feel like I'm always going to hear about it anyways. So I'm like, what's the point? Like I already know what happened, even though I didn't see the roast. I already know exactly what happened. So yeah, I need to. I'm tired of Kevin Hart, anyways. I thought he was funny like back in the late 2000s, 2010s, but since then, I feel like since I really became an adult, I didn't really find him that funny. I never really paid much attention to him after that. Just kind of be doing too much. Like, I feel like he tries too hard. And the short thing is really old. Like it's just like that. I feel like that's most of what he does is talk about how short he is. It's like, nigga, you like 50, we get it. You've been short. Like, but no, I didn't watch it though. Is it on Netflix? Because I canceled my Netflix subscription because of the Michael Jackson thing, where they specifically took parts out of it to make him look bad. It didn't include other parts that would have cleared up what was happening. So, plus I don't really watch stuff like that on there. So it's like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cancel that. Kevin Hart's not funny, so I agree. I love how you just skipped over me asking if I was bullying you because you knew it was nonsense. So you just didn't even address it. I like that. Like when people just avoid what they said and what they're doing, and then just say something else. I like that. Hmm. I just want to know why it doesn't have my new picture on there. I look cute. I want that. That new picture. Simple something. Oh well. I guess I'll change it after the fact. I guess. Hello. Welcome back. Go Fisher for Buddy. Yeah. I don't know why. I ain't never said nothing about being no baddie. I don't be advertising nothing. I don't be trying to be cute. I don't be flirting with nobody. But there's still always somebody. It's always that one or multiple of them that's like, I'm just here because you cute. I don't give a fuck what you saying. And I'm like, well, that's unfortunate because I feel like I say cool stuff sometimes. But simple minds gonna do what they do, you dig? So yeah. I mean, I think he's mostly talking about what I said, but yeah. Because I was saying he's not funny. So I think he was agreeing with me. Mostly. Hello. How you doing? Hi, Jerry. Mm. Yeah. I had to pull that up. Doing good, doing great. Doing great, doing good. How are you? I'm phenomenal. Sensational. Fantastic. Ow, my chest. Ah, I'm great. Other than that, I'm great. That hurt it. Mm. Who? It was supposed to say first hit of the day, but it definitely wasn't. I definitely smoked earlier. A little bit. Just a little bit. No, I heard the song Yellow. Nope. Never heard of it. Probably won't. It sounds like something that like 5 different artists or multiple people could have a song called Yellow. You need to say who it was by, but I definitely not. Was that the song? Hello. How's it going? Cleo Soul got a song called Shine that I like. So that reminds me. Good, good. Because it's all yellow. Yep, never heard of it. Mm-hmm. It's random. Ah, why? Okay. That's dumb. Coldplay? Oh. Nope. Mm-mm. Somewhere is the beach looking at the stars, how yellow they are, and he writes, because it was all yellow about his liver. Oh. Ain't that nice? Are you replying to the people who are saying things that sound like I'm responding to? I don't know. Like, if you can't see them, I don't know what to tell you, man. I think it's like, who are you talking to? Myself. I have schizophrenia. Like, what do you... there's top comments and there's all comments. You gotta put it on all comments sometimes. Sometimes. For some reason. Some people won't show. Mm, this is not charging. Mm. Mm. You still don't see any? Yeah, you gotta let it load. If you just changed it, it's not going. They don't just all show up when you change it to that. You'll see them from now on. That's how that works. You'll be alright. Don't worry. Nobody panic. It's okay. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everybody relax. So when he turns home, it's all yellow, which is where he says, "Scan and build turn something beautiful." Oh, weird. Interesting. I think your favorite song. Sweet. I wash the roots within my hair. It's looking more like locks every day. I'm excited. We her love, of course. Of course I have. Got the music gap. Then that. Just stay hot. Never had. Never forget. I don't know. I don't know. Just stay hot. Never forget. I love. I love. Sorry for being who wronged you. Oh, okay. Good. Yeah. Shit happens. Oh. You're beautiful. Yeah. What? What the hell? Oh, I need a new laptop. I need to stop being cheap and just get another one. So you ain't got to do this. I'm not on Rumble. I'm on StreamYard. Huh? What are you talking about? What do you mean? So I don't have to do this? What do you think is making me do this for money? This is a hobby, my guy. This is a side quest. What? I don't even really want your money. I wouldn't even go put because I already got the Cash App on here. I don't know. I'm good because you've been kind of weird this whole time. I don't really want money from weird people. I mean, you started off talking about how I was being mean and bullying you, but now you want to give me money. It doesn't make any sense. Like everything you say is either not true or backhanded. Like, I'm gonna get you money so you don't have to do this anymore. Like I'm doing this voluntarily because I feel like it. If you give me money, I'm not gonna stop doing it. I suppose you could, but like what you being weird for? Why is every other thing you say to me negative? But you like me and want to give me money. Why are men like this? I do not understand. Y'all will talk to us like you do not like us. But say, Ty, let me give you money, let me have sex with you, let me do this. But y'all don't you don't even act like you do. You try to act like you like the person. Like it's weird. I don't want your money. I don't want nothing to do with you for real. Got weird energy. A lot of men do. I don't understand. If I call him out for it, then it's like I'm the weird one. Then I'm the one being mean. For saying it feels like someone doesn't like me and yet they're still trying to interact with me and give me money. And it's like, no, this is weird. It's really weird. I don't want it. Double it, give it to the next person. Somebody else could probably use it more than me. Plus, it's like y'all be the ones getting mad at women asking for money. But then half the time you act like that's all you got to offer. Like that's it. No personality, no fun times. You just talk about your money or your penis. And that's it. And I'd be like, that's all? You don't want to be nice to me? You don't want to go places? You don't want to do fun things? Jumping the gun. I didn't say shit about sex or anything. Suffering from pretty girl syndrome. Okay. All right. I don't know what that is. I didn't say you specifically wanted sex from me. I was just speaking in general. But I know most of what I say is lost on you. So it's really not point in explaining myself because you haven't heard most of it. So you kind of just got your own thing going on. So my latest video. Oh, word. I unlisted it, but I guess it was probably already one of the people that saw it before I did that. I don't think you could still go look at it. Comedian Jack and Trees. Word. 2 different platforms. Yeah. They give me the option to do it 2 different ways. So I just do that. It saves me wanting to donate to the channel to get into. No, I get that. I appreciate it. But also, I don't really want money from weird men. I know it's like weird, shocking. What? Money is money. You should want to take my money. Nope, I don't. I don't want to. That's nice. I appreciate it, but I'm saying, no, thank you. Usually, you all aren't receptive to that, though. It's like you try to, like you don't try to force anything, even being nice. Like somebody would be like, "Don't think you. I'm just trying to give you money. Double it, give it to the next person, sir." Shouldn't give him first time out. Why do you want to get put in timeout, Dinesh? Why can we not just have pleasant, peaceful, nice interactions where what we say correlates with one another and doesn't put one another down, and we don't have to try to stop the other person from talking, and like, why can't we just all get along? That's what I'd be wondering. Can't we just all get along? Can we just all just talk like normal human beings and just talk about things, concepts, beliefs, philosophies? Can we just do that? I'll go first. Where's my notebook? Ah. Introspection. I'm gonna talk about introspection. What's my name on Rumble? I'm not on Rumble. Why do people keep saying that? I'm on StreamYard. That's weird. Introspection. Do you know yourself? Do you know yourself? Because a lot of people don't. And that's why they be doing stuff they don't like and being in situations they don't like because they don't know themselves. Some people don't even know what they're allergic to. Like, or like what they're intolerant of. Because there's like gluten intolerance and dairy intolerance. Like it's like some people will just eat stuff that is not, bad for everybody else, but bad for them, and they'll just deal with it and then have problems and then not do anything about it. I think that's weird. I mean, you live your life, do what you want to do at the end of the day. Sometimes I eat cheese. I know I'm lactose intolerant. But I wouldn't do that every day and then complain about it, and some people do. Some people do stuff every single day and then have negative consequences and then be like, oh no, I suffer these negative consequences, but they won't take the time to like stop doing that thing so that they don't suffer these negative consequences, Like, I don't understand people in toxic relationships and stuff, or pretty much any type of situation you don't really want to be in. Because you can't control everything. Can't control what happens. But you can, like, take steps to, like, make it something else if you don't like it. If you don't like where you living at, then save up money and move somewhere else. It might take a while, but like, instead of just continuing to be somewhere where you don't like it, or be in a relationship with somebody and you literally don't like them. You feel like they have all these negative characteristics. The people, for some reason, I guess, feel like they can't be with nobody else, or they just don't want to be by themselves because they don't know themselves. Because I feel like if you really got to know yourself, and if it's something you don't like, you should change it. Because it's crazy just walking around here and you don't like yourself, kind of. It's kind of crazy. It just exists like that, you know. Just going through life doing things, but you don't like the person that you are. Like, you like other people, some of them, but you don't like yourself. Like, that's weird. How these terms relate to introspection, self-preservation, self-care, and self-rule since I don't know. It's not really what I'm talking about. I'm talking about knowing yourself is like the basis for everything. All the stuff in life that you do. I mean, I feel like some people still be like end up successful. I don't know if they be happy and successful. They don't know themselves. But some people end up with a bunch of money or whatever. But I feel like the ones that do have all the money and all the stuff and they're still not happy, I feel like it's because they don't know themselves. Because it's like, if you know yourself, if you know what you got going on and you don't like it, then you should change it. But I feel like some people can't because they don't really know all what's going on and stuff. Because self-preservation is just a thing. Like, we're alive, and so organisms that are alive tend to want to stay alive. You know, and unless it's some really weird, stressful situation, usually it's just a given. 90% of them ask you by society to really play artist, losing a teacher, or a parent. I'm going to get mistaking the mask for the whole person. I mean, because there's always going to be some sort of mask you put on. I have to pee. Hold on. Oh, my knee. Jesus. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I have to pee. Shadow trait, you reject. Yeah. Didn't snap for a while. Wait. It goes what? It goes swaps. Yeah. I feel like shadow work is just this new thing. I mean, there's always some new way of putting it. I feel like putting the truth or whatever. Because all these different people are in quest for the truth, and it's just all these different terms. that people come up with to like explain the same thing. Because if you know yourself and who you are, and if it's something good, then you're not going to project anything bad to anybody else. Because you wouldn't have that. And if you have that, and it's there, and you don't know it, or you don't do anything about it, then that's kind of on you. At the end of the day. Because some people will know negative stuff about themselves and be like, that's just the way I am. It's like you can choose that, I guess, but it's kind of weird. Maybe change my name. I was already going to do it, and then I just stuck with that because it seems fitting. Like I said, thank you. Hello? Your opposite. Yeah, because I'm not really big on like terms and stuff. Like I said, I feel like it's just people just getting creative with just saying the same stuff. It's kind of saying the same thing over and over, just knowing yourself. Whatever intricate parts you want to call it. It's still all the same thing. At the end of the day. I think also why some people don't, because they think it's like this complicated type of process or whatever. It's really not. Changing, yes, I did. I'm sure I did. Because I've noticed men using that term, modern women, and it's usually in a negative type of sense. And so at first I was like, oh, I'm gonna like reclaim it and use it in a positive sense. And I was like, well, I think it's just more of a neutral sense. Like it just is what it is. Like I am a modern woman. Like across the board, like however you look at it, either in a negative or a positive way. Like it just is what it is. So I was like, that makes sense. Man, modern woman with old values and morals. It depends on what we're talking about. If you're talking about old in the sense of like how men usually talk negatively about it, like you have to be more traditional and yoke yourself to a man and submit to him and want to pop out babies and be dependent and stuff, then in that sense, no, I don't have those old values. I like being on my own. I don't really want kids. That's why I put it, because I feel like I said, it is in a negative sense that a lot of men say that it is, but I think it's also in the positive sense, like, or a more neutral way, like I'm just the byproduct of this society in this day and age, and my parents and my upbringing, and you know I'm just here, because I'll be saying that too. I'm just here, so I am here in the present tense in these modern times, and I'm just a woman. So it made sense to me. I was proud of it. I was like, yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, it's gonna stick. Because I already wanted to change it before. Because before I was just really bullshitting, just doing things, just yapping. And now I'm like, I wanted a little bit more structure, but like not a whole lot. Not a whole lot more, because I'm still low key bullshitting, but like not really. Because I don't think the stuff I say is just bullshit. I feel like it's good stuff. People like it. People think it could help them sometimes. So I'm like, I should do more of that. But also, I'm still going to do what I feel like doing at the end of the day. And it doesn't matter 100 years. I mean, kind of depends who you are, but because Michael Jackson sure will. They go and keep talking about that man forever. Like, there's no way. And we still talk about people from thousands of years ago. So yeah, it depends on who you are, but the odds are it probably won't matter in 100 years. But it depends on what you do in this life. So to be here saying, sure. Important you identify as a woman. That makes it relevant to your story. Um, I mean, I don't even think it's important to identify as a woman. I think I literally just am. If I wouldn't know what else to identify, I can't identify as a man. That was scary. So the average person will matter. Yeah, word. But still, it depends on who we're talking about because you're gonna matter to your family. You know, whoever's here that you're related to. If you pass, whatever, like you got kids and grandkids or people in the community, you could. That's what I'm saying. It still depends. Like, what do you mean by matter and to who? If you talk about like the grand scheme of things, like all of society, then probably not. But it's like somebody probably will, maybe, possible, unless you just suck and you don't have no kids, I guess. Then probably not. Sometimes fulfilling their family, raising children, some through creative work, art, and education, some through spiritual practice, some through service, work. Men becoming transmissions. Because honestly, I just literally started thinking about car parts, and I was like, "Y'all are transforming." You're gonna have to explain that one. What do you mean by that? Because I literally am only thinking about y'all transforming, like the Transformers movie, and it's funny. So it needs some more detail. Transformers, robots in disguise. Wait. Because I've never even heard that before. To believe it in or not, I ain't never heard nobody say men are becoming transmissions. Wait, are we talking about trans people? I know you're not talking about trans people, because why don't you just say that? Save me the trouble, man. I think I'm autistic. I think literally. If you say transmissions, I'm thinking about a damn car transmission. Or then I'm like, well, is this some weird spiritual thing, like transmission for spiritual waves? But you talk about just say just say what the thing is, so people know. That's why we have the words that we do, so that we don't spend this extra time being like, what are you saying? What's that? Look, just you could have just said that. I could have already been done answer your question by now. I think people should do what they feel like doing. It just don't bother me. It just don't hurt nobody. Just don't bother nobody. I don't think they should be in the bathrooms though, because I ain't heard of a single case of a trans man. I think that's what it is. When a woman turns into a man. I ain't heard a single one of them trying to get into a bathroom. So I feel like that's kind of some bullshit going on. The woman who I was in love with, her father is a great man, but her experiences with men is not good. So the reason for it to be lesbian. Word. I thought about being a lesbian, but I'm just not attracted to men like that. Because if my son wanted to be trans, well, I don't have any children. I don't have a son. I already said I don't want to have children. So I can't conceive of the time where that would happen because I'm not even having sex. I don't. But if there was a hypothetical situation where I had a son and the son wanted to be a woman, then that would just be that, and then I would just be loving and supporting, I suppose. Just tell him not to hurt nobody, wear protection. Mm. Modern women mean it's modern men. I hate this. Huh? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, word. No, that's what I'll be saying. Can't we all just get along? Because I don't like it either. All the manosphere and the red pill, it's weird. The little nuggets. That's not even the name anymore. Let the change happen. You're not going to keep calling me that moving forward because it's been changed, okay? Get with it. I know it's new to you. I know we're in the transition period. You still got a little bit of time, not a whole lot, okay? Modern woman, Gina, one of those two. Woman. Just call me a woman. MW, okay. Sure. Sure, MW for sure, I suppose, since some of y'all ain't that good at spelling and stuff. Mistake, I don't want to take the time to type it out. Yep, MW, sure. To the boring string. You're free to leave. If you think it's boring, you don't have to stay here. I'm not sure if people know this. Well, they keep telling me like they don't know this. Because it's not meant to be one of those exciting, over the top. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, this, that, and the third. It's literally not meant to be that. I don't want that. Oh. Yeah, sure. Make it say MW. GINA. Jesus. Because what? Because you're from another country, but Jesus. That's me. That's me. Why didn't I go live yesterday? Because I didn't feel like it. And I go live when I feel like it. So spelling don't have. That's okay. That's all right. That's what I said. It's fine. You can use MW. At least you're honest. Hey, how you doing? So sure. Gina, MW, woman, modern woman. These are all acceptable terms, I suppose. It's my nouns. You got pronouns. These are my nouns. These are my nouns. Gina, modern woman, MW. Well, that's my abbreviation technically. Yeah. And my nouns are those, and my pronouns are she, her. Just so we're all clear. Yeah, the nouns, pronouns, the gender, all that. You're a modern woman. Are you? It don't be a lot of those on here. Don't be a lot of women. It's mostly men. Well, if you are, welcome. Congratulations. You're one of the few. I'm proud. The Marines. I enjoyed being a modern woman. You lied to me. I kind of figured, but it was wishful thinking. Cause like I said, it's mostly men on here. So when someone says they're a woman, I'm like, are you? I was thinking trans, honestly. No, I was thinking trans. Because it was like, analytically, it would probably still show up as a man. But to each their own. Yeah, that was just wishful thinking. I had a feeling. When it says 93% of the people who are watching me are men, yeah, I would assume so. But I'm always hoping for the 7%. I hope. Secretly, in the back of my heart. I hope. Hit the bone, yapping about my recent rebranding. It used to be called Confessions of a Chicken Nugget, and now it's called Modern Woman. Taking the channel in a new direction. Pretty much. Gina's a modern woman. Basically. Pretty much. I feel like it's really, really fitting. Especially since my parents are old and I feel like they literally grew up in a whole different time. Like a whole basically another planet from how I grew up. It was just they still had fucking segregation and shit a little bit. I mean, not it wasn't supposed to be, but it was it would still be like that. Nah, we don't go over there. When they was growing up. And I live in a studio apartment in a gated community around a whole bunch of white people and Indians and Hispanics. It's mostly white people though. That's what I'm saying. It's I feel like it's real poetic in a way. My parents grew up in a time where my dad was illegitimate or whatever, so he didn't know his dad. Well, It's crazy because he did know his dad, but he wasn't allowed to talk to him because his dad had a whole nother family. So like he's literally told not to bother that man and his family, who was his dad and half siblings, you know. But like didn't know when nobody doing that back then. Like you couldn't say nothing. He was just sending money every month, you know. And now like everybody's cool with shit like that. You know, yeah, that's not an issue. Like he said back then growing up, like they still used to put like people that had mental health problems, like they would just have them in the back room somewhere and wouldn't let him talk to nobody. He said he had a cousin like that would just be like they didn't know what was wrong with him because nobody was like looking into mental health back then. But it's no, just like back there talking to himself or whatever, and everybody's just like they just tell everybody else to ignore them. It's like that's how they used to do people with mental health issues in the 60s. So it's like really a whole fucking different time period, you know. Like the shit I be doing, the way I live my life, what I do on a daily basis, would not have been a thing back then. When my parents was growing up. Wouldn't have been able to just have a job that pays enough for me to be able to live on my own, to have bills in my name, have my own bank account. We couldn't do that for the longest. I forgot when it finally was, but it was like the longest. Like I'm grateful to stay with the room is how we play. Word. I was like, that's crazy though. And sometimes, it like we get a lot more progressive in a lot of ways. I forgot to pee again. I literally just peed. That's crazy. Intermission. Okay, sorry. Ah. Oh, you're right. For 10-15, huh? Supplementing for my food cars. Lord. I'm short commercial break. I don't even be taking that long. I pee fast, I think. But what was I saying? Progression. We got a little bit, but the black community definitely still be struggling in certain areas. A lot of people do. A lot of people. It's a lot more we could improve on. Yeah, Mr. Time, she's away. Literally already back. Yeah, I don't have time to be on mischief. Is the comments delayed? Because I'm literally already here. Anyways. We would have a lot more progress if everyone knew themselves. If everybody knew where they were, what they had going on. Mother texted me. So funny. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Let's get a cast here, Indian. How do we service back here, super? Well, sounds like that good old racism. Mm-hmm. Sure was a global thing. Well, kind of sort of in parts that they could reach. First graduate honors, word. Yeah, my grandparents did not do that. I mean, I don't think my grandmother ever learned how to drive. I don't know if she could read that well. Percentage, weird. I just thought about it. Cause I was like, I don't think my grandmother could read that well, but I mean, I know my parents can read, but like, I just remembered, I just realized I don't think I have a whole lot of memories of someone reading to me. But I learned how to read really early, and so I feel like that's why, because I was just reading the books. Like I don't have memories of someone like reading to me before I went to bed or nothing. But I had books. Like I know what I was reading when I was really little. That's interesting. Like I don't remember learning how to read at all, but I definitely remember learning or being able to read. Like when I was little. I think it's Carmela Emily case. I don't think anything about it because I don't know anything about it. It's one of them things on the internet that escaped me. All I know is about it is that it's a case that people are talking about, apparently. That's it. That's all I know. I'm just a girl in the world. Thinking this. Change classes with their answers. You can change classes. If you get enough money. Talk about like middle class and stuff. Lower class. Different tax brackets. Class. Because there's some people that was hood boogers and they got a whole bunch of money and security and stuff and worth a lot. Because I have stuff new schools time. A degree at work for yourself. Word. People chips and apparel. Sounds cool. Word. Hold up, wait. Get it in the swing. Make a move. Cries up a fine moves. See you when you're looking in the face. You're not gonna be on here that long. It's already been over an hour. Hour. Uh, Ow. Just gonna get on here and then let's get it here. Put sunscreen on today for the first time in a while because I thought about it. And I thought about somebody that looked old and wrinkly in person. That was, it was on the podcast. The person was like, "Do you wear sunscreen?" She was like, "No." He was like, "I could tell." And I thought about that and I put sunscreen on. You know, I look old and wrinkly. I mean, I probably already wasn't because I still look young. I already look young for my age. But just in case, you gotta protect yourself out here. It was cloudy too. And I still put it on. Could change religion to Christianity, change caste. Oh, word. Makes sense. It's so funny how that came full circle because when Christianity was first becoming a thing, or it wasn't even really Christianity, it was more Judaism, basically. It's like when all that was first happening, they was not for that shit. It was like, nah, we got Apollo, and then whatever all the other Greek stuff. It was like you blaspheming against Jupiter and Apollo. Those are the only true gods. Like they was all into the Greek and all that shit. The polytheism and all them things, or just didn't really care. And then when enough people converted, then it was like, oh, this is the thing. This is the thing to do. You gotta be this. If you not, you go die. Like they literally killed Jesus. Like it wasn't that many people fucking with him at the time that like was on his side. Like that's the whole reason why they killed him. It's because they didn't like government and stuff, like most people. But like then after the fact, like the literally all the descendants of those people will be like, so do you believe in Jesus? So do you believe in God? Oh my gosh, you don't? Oh, you're a terrible person. But it's like they literally killed him. Like it's not fucking with him back then. Because he's talking about helping the poor and being meek and flipping over the tables and they were selling stuff on Shabbat. And they don't even be caring about all that stuff that he was talking about. But they'll care about whether or not you believe that he existed more than if you actually live the way he taught. There's so many conversations like that. Like, you believe in God, you believe in Jesus? I'm like, well, not really, because I'm agnostic. Like, well, you're lost. You're this, you're that. And it's just like, but I live a good life though. Like I'm happy though. Like I'm not really out here depressed and woe is me and I don't know which way to go. I need some help. Like I'm not in that position. It's just like that's the go-to when you say you don't believe stuff. I say stuff like this, my whole family get mad. It's probably the way you say it. I mean, people get mad when I say stuff too, but it's probably the tone. Probably like, y'all niggas dumb. Y'all think Jesus existed? Think he was a fucking white man? The letter J wasn't even invented back then. Y'all stupid. Because that's how niggas be talking about it. Not saying you did, I'm just saying in general. That's how some of them be. Not saying you did specifically. Again, some of them be like that. And people aren't receptive to certain tones. And other people act like they don't know this. They act like you could just say something to somebody any kind of way and they should want to listen to it. And that's not how most people work. You have to talk to them nice, for the most part. Mostly. I'm a creator, word. Call me devil. Yeah, it's probably the tone. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Because usually when I talk to religious people, sometimes there's backlash from them saying negative stuff, but like usually if they're a reasonable person and they're open to dialogue, they usually be like, oh, I can see that. Oh, I understand that. Oh, that makes sense. But they're still going to believe what they believe in at the end of the day, which is fine. That's cool. Like people should just do what they feel like as long as you don't hurt nobody. I'd rather some people be religious than not, because some people that's low key the only thing keeping them from like killing somebody with like God and their renewedness in Jesus. That's the only thing keeping some people out of jail. So they should probably keep doing that. I think if that's what they need, they just don't want to hear nothing that go against their beliefs. Yeah, and that's the thing too. Like you can't just especially if someone's like, oh, okay, you got a different belief. Oh, that's cool, but I'm not really trying to hear that. Like you can't just force words into people's ears and be like, no, you're gonna hear this because it's the truth. Because even if it is, that doesn't matter to people who literally don't believe what you're saying. So no, they're not gonna want to hear it if they don't want to hear it. That's how people operate. That's how people work usually. It's like people be all like appalled, like, oh, they didn't want to hear something totally different to what they didn't believe in for the last however long they've been alive. Oh my gosh, I can't believe they didn't want to change their opinion all of a sudden when I started talking. That's crazy. Yeah. So freaked out. Sounds like a personal problem. Goodbye. Goodbye. Have a nice day. But I feel like a lot of people do that. They'll feel like they have certain knowledge or wisdom or the truth, and they don't even try to talk to people nice about it. It's like they just be so aggressive and off-putting, and don't even try to be compassionate, and then be like, "Oh my gosh, they didn't even try to listen to me when I was yelling at them about how they were stupid and their beliefs suck. They didn't even listen to me when I told them something different than what they already believe and know to be true." Because there's a certain way you gotta go about it, especially with sensitive information, which religion is. Like, that is literally some people's whole identity and livelihood. That is their life. That's who they are. That's what they breathe. And you can't just talk against that any kind of way and be like, how dare they not listen to me? I feel like that's like if somebody just walks up to me and starts trying to tell me how my dad's not my dad and he got a whole nother family, but they're like real aggressive with it. They're like, yeah, so you ever heard that maybe your dad's not your dad? And I'd be like, no. I'd be like, well, he's really not, because he got this whole other family and he be fucking around and he's not your daddy and everything you know is a lie. This is a goddamn lie. And you stupid if you believe he's really your daddy. Like, if somebody came up to me and was like that, I'd be like, oh, this is a crazy person. Like, hell no, I'm not listening. But I feel like that's exactly how people do when they're like going against religion or some type of belief. It's like real aggressive and not in a way that would make the person be receptive to it at all. It's like you don't even try. You gotta talk to people nice, especially if it's something that's tied to their whole fucking person and identity. Because I've been there. I've been one of those people that used to talk like that. Not about somebody not being their daddy, but about religion. And it doesn't work. And then that's why I stopped doing it. And that's when I was still really religious. I used to go around trying to tell people about this, that, and the third, and this is the truth, and you need to hear this. And I saw that wasn't receptive, that people don't like that. And some of them, like a couple of them, are going to hear what you're saying, but most of them are just going to be like, okay, whatever, because you're coming at them aggressively. The tone's aggressive, the words are aggressive. At least passive aggressive, usually. And so I stopped doing that because I was like, oh, people don't like this. People are turned off. But if you just like casually or gently say things, I would wait till people ask me certain stuff, like, what do you believe in? And then I would tell them, well, I think this, that, and third, and say it in a calm way. And then people were a lot more receptive to that. And there were a lot more productive conversations. Even though now it's funny because I don't believe in any of it. But I had a lot of conversations where I felt like there were these good, like, oh, I witnessed to this person about God, and maybe now they're gonna change their ways and stop doing what they're doing and believe in God and blah, blah. And now I don't even believe it. There's people who are very religious right now who were not before I talked to them. And they told me this. Like, I'm not saying this. Like, they told me the reason why they're in where they're at and doing what they're doing is because of me talking to them. Like, guys stuff. And I was like, oh shit. Like, I should stop doing that. I should stop talking so much. Like, I know somebody who's like my niece is like that. She's married to a preacher right now. And we don't really get along that much because I don't know. Super Christians are just like It's like everything is God related. Everything is Jesus themed. Like she's a personal trainer, and she keeps trying to invite me to like lift in Jesus. It's like it's always something Christian themed. Like I feel like no thank you. And I know it's gonna be gospel music the whole time, and I'm like, that's cool, do your thing, but I'm alright. You know, why aren't I in prison? I don't have any relatives in prison. You know how many times I've been disowned for questioning someone's beliefs? They block me. I'm really thinking it's your tone. Like, why would someone block you if you're speaking calmly? I don't know. Or disown you. It's probably the tone in your continuation to talk about things that someone's telling you they don't want to hear, because men tend to do that a lot. Like, y'all push boundaries like like y'all do not care. It's like someone could be like, yeah, I'm not interested. And y'all will still keep going. And they get mad when the person blocked, like, they're probably trying to get away from you. You know, y'all be doing that. Like, you don't have to, like, everybody doesn't have to listen and agree and change their mind. Like, that's not how the world works. People are allowed to be like, no, I don't want to hear that. And then you should stop talking about it, because it's okay for people to believe different things as long as they're not hurting nobody. I feel like it. You can't just force stuff on people, even if it's the truth. People don't like that. That's why they're blocking you and disowning you, because they don't like that. It's not because the truth hurts. It's not because they're a hit dog. It's because you're literally bothering them, and they don't want to be bothered because people don't like being bothered. I hate people who do that shit. I'm not religious. I'm all for the truth or whatever, but stop bothering people and then being like, yeah, it's because the truth. It's because the truth was just burning their insides, and that's why they blocked me. No, it's because they probably politely said, hey, okay, that's cool if you into that. I'm not. Leave me alone. And then you just kept going, and that's why they blocked you. I'm guarantee you that's why some of them, at least, maybe not every single person, some of those people you talk about, cool, they politely told you to leave them alone, and you didn't, and then they got mad. How you doing? You want straight and banning them's kind of funny. Yeah, it happens. I mean, preachers and stuff do it. Like people with actual congregations be doing that shit. At least I didn't take nobody's money. So that's be something. Then when I speak my mind, they get mad, and then know how I feel. They still ask me stuff. I'm confused. Well, if you know these type of people are gonna get mad when they ask you, so just don't answer their questions. Go somewhere else. Take it upon yourself. If you know how an interaction is gonna go, don't do it. Don't do it, and then be like, "This always happens. I do it." Just stop doing it. I wish people stop. That's what I was talking about in the very beginning of the stream. I think when people constantly be doing things, like you're constantly talking to people, you having these negative interactions. Stop doing it. Unless you like it, then I guess by all means. But like, you know, if it keeps happening, if it's the same people, or like you know this is gonna how it's gonna go when people ask you certain things, you know it's gonna make them mad the way you respond to them, then don't do it. Unless you like that sort of interaction, then I'm not Jewish. When was the last time you washed your hands? The last time I peed, which was like a few minutes ago. You don't know. You don't now. So what are we talking about? He's talking about something that you used to do, that used to happen, that you don't do no more. You just want to share with the class. I guess yeah, that's cool. It's not. It seemed like it made it seem like it was the present sense. Like this happens when you talk about this, that, and third. But if it's all the past, why are we having a conversation about it? Because that's not the vibe I was getting. It made it seem like that's an ongoing issue. But the issue's been resolved. Yes, that's great. Love that for you. It's my trash can full. No, Do you have anything else to talk about except possible stereotypes, or because they're old? I'm tired of him. I'm tired of the negativity, man. If your whole thing is sitting here in negative nonsense, we're not gonna do it. It's weird. I understand that's probably your only form of entertainment in your life, but not for me. I'm good on it. Just raise my hand to share the class. Word. I feel that. Makes sense. Makes sense. People that are fully aware of what they're doing. Yeah, I know. Explain the difference between man and mankind. Human and descendants of. I feel like we've had a conversation before. Human descendants of cave monsters, Nephilim, and how man has access to all chakras and pure light and energy because of the sun. Yeah, I can't explain all that because I didn't go to school for that. I only have a bachelor's degree in international studies. So it's not my field. When it does fill up, you should definitely take it out when it passes that line. Don't procrastinate. Well, see, I have valet trash, so I usually put it out there the same time, or you know, it's always once a week. It's whenever it gets full, I just take it downstairs. I put it outside, and someone comes to get it, and then I bring the trash can back in. It's fine. I'm glad you're very concerned for my trash. It gets taken care of. Being positive about seeing the good in life, or having the courage to face the bad without being consumed by it. Probably both. Probably a healthy balance of both. You recycle? Probably not. Not really. Because I think it all goes to the same place. I think they're lying. Like they not doing different shit. Because for one, most people don't know you have to thoroughly rinse out everything for them to even take it and then consider it recyclable. But I don't think they're actually recycling all these things that they say they're like. I've seen things, where they have the double trash can and one side is garbage, one recycle, but it's all in the same thing. Like it's literally the same bin, but they got like two different sides to it. You know what I'm saying? Like no, they're not really recycling. I think they're lying to everybody. Talk about it helps the planet. No, I don't think so. I think because most people they put stuff in the recycling bin, they don't take most of that stuff anyways. Like you have to thoroughly rinse things out, and like it can't have certain stuff. Like I think, like the like the not the plastic, the packaging, the paper. I don't think it can have that on there. I don't know. It's like a lot to it that like you're supposed to do to your recyclables before they take it, and most people don't do it, so they don't take it. Like they just toss it in the garbage anyways. Most of the time when people recycle. So it's not actually getting done. A lot of people get sex from torture and finals. I don't know. That's not my field either, Jason. I did not go to school for that. We should just ship the shit to China. I think it's all going to the same landfills, to be honest. I really think they're lying. I don't think they have any incentive to take some of this trash and make sure it's not dumped and what turn into other materials. I don't know. Oh, yeah, high percentage of recycling materials. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because I feel like most people don't know that. Like they'll have good intentions and they're like, "Oh, I'm recycling," but it's like if you're recycling a plastic bottle and it's still got a little bit of the drink in there, and you're like, "Oh, I'm gonna throw it in the recycling," they're not gonna take it. It's gonna get straight to the landfill because it got some of the drink in there. It's trash. Like you're supposed to rinse it out, take off the paper off the outside. It's like all this stuff that people do not do, and so it doesn't actually get recycled. But I think even still, if you were to like rinse it out and take the paper off and do all this stuff, I think it still doesn't. I'm pretty sure they're lying. I seen somebody made a video about that. I didn't watch it, but it was a black man that had a video and it said they're lying about recycling. So I'm sure somebody's already done thorough research on it. Because what incentive do they have? They lie about everything else. Why wouldn't they lie about recycling? The plastic is cheaper to acquire than recycled materials. Word. Yeah. You can make plastic out of some chemicals in a lab. You can just mix that shit up real quick. Yeah. They're not going to sit there and take something and put it through a whole complicated process to make it something else. Like, no. They're not recycling, I'm telling you. So all this, oh, you better recycle, otherwise you're a bad person. They not doing that. They not taking your recycling and doing shit with it. You just feel good, but it's not actually helping the planet. Same way, give money to somebody. Makes you feel good, but they could be buying drugs with it. You don't know. You know, 2 days. Yeah, I say good stuff sometimes, ain't it? I think it's literally the same thing. Recycling is like giving your money to someone on the street. It could get recycled, or it could buy meth. You don't know. You have no way of knowing. Money and you do it. And both. Bro, why are you still here? Look at the damn job. It's Sunday. I work tomorrow through Friday, and I don't work weekends. So, but yeah, they definitely would have been. I feel like individual people, do better with recycling than people that's supposed to pick up recycling and whatever they do with it. Like individual people be recycling better than when you reuse something. There's a bunch of people that have creative pages where they do little crafts with recycled stuff. I feel like there's a lot of those, and I feel like they do a way better job than the so-called recycling companies. Like there's a lot of people that's all they do. Like their whole method and tools and materials is recycled stuff, like purposefully. And there's some artists like that. I think those are cool. Like you better off giving your stuff to one of them. If you want to recycle, if you actually want to make a difference, you better off giving your recycled materials to one of those people who only uses recycled materials for stuff. And it automatically, it's going to turn into something else and not be wasted. Oh shit, forgot something. Word. I feel like that's not something employed people do. We know when our time off is. We know when it is, how long we got. We're gonna be like, it's I'm like, no, I know how much time I got left, so I gotta go back to work. So I gotta clock in again. I'm just saying. Me off. Word. Hi. How you doing? 7 days a week, and you still got time to troll. You got a lot of energy, don't it? Couldn't be me. I'd be off relaxing somewhere, taking some me time. Or you still at work right now? You at work right now? Stupid. Oh, Colo Tintin. Oh, work on Sunday. Extra cheeseburger. No, I'm good. The weekend's good. The weekend's going fantastic. Fantabulous. Been long, you good? Yep, I'm good. Thanks for the concern. Study environmental health science and device services. I'm shocked by how many lives I've been told, especially the government. Word. Yeah, they do be lying. It's always interesting. People find out about it. They're like, oh my gosh, they lie about everything. So yeah. They don't have an incentive not to. They don't have an incentive to just be honest about all the shit they be doing. That doesn't make any sense. I think they do, but like not really. Too much I was at work because I stay by myself shit for the birds. Oh. Why don't you just go somewhere where there are people physically? Just like go to the park or something. Go outside, in general. It's hot here though, but working up a little sweat could be good for you too. Get your mind off of being by yourself. Maybe that could be helpful. Take a little stroll, take a little trip around the neighborhood. Get your steps in. Get a little exercise. Good for you. I did that earlier. I was out there early. I mean, it wasn't super early. It was like 10 something this morning. You're a man. What type of man you think you'd be? I would be very, very respectful. And I'd be the type of man that y'all think is corny. That y'all think is like a simp or whatever. But one that like actually respects other people, and I would use my male privilege for good and not evil, and use it to advocate for women and all the vulnerable population. I'd be that type of man. I definitely have a podcast right now. I'd be up there too. People will listen to me. But honestly, I doubted myself for a long time, and that's why I don't, because I'm like, nobody's gonna take me seriously. Don't nobody listen to me because I'm just a girl. Because sometimes on here they don't. I'd be yapping about something. It's not as bad. I feel like the rebrand helps. But I used to be just yapping about something, and somebody would just be like, show titties. I don't men are bad. Who said that? So I wish I was a man sometimes, because I'm tired of talking about men in general. And half the time, it don't even be just super negative. And y'all, just, not all of us are bad. And nobody even says this. Nobody even is like, all men are trash. Like, I mean, some do, but like, I didn't say that word for word. Women always be made out to be so helpless and weak. It's annoying. It's the same way it's annoying that y'all keep being like, not all men, when nobody said all men. Probably same way. And we're just talking about the men that we're talking about. Or just a certain thing about men, and y'all are like, we're not all bad. We're not all terrible. No shit. Because if that was the case, I probably wouldn't be here. Because I'd be like, what's the point? Half the population. Obviously I know this. We know this. Like, you don't have to keep saying it. I mean, it's obvious. Like, and we know this. We know that like 50% of the population is not terrible. But a lot of them are. Some evil women on the planet. Yeah, we're tired of that too. Same way. Tired of us being made out to be helpless and weak. We're tired of, and there's bad women too. We're tired of that also, because we know this. Everybody knows this. We all know that there are also some terrible women. Y'all don't have to keep saying this whenever there's a conversation about men. It's really annoying. We are fully aware. We see them get arrested. They're in some of our families. Like, we know there's some terrible women. Okay? I feel like I've said it enough times. Privileges are for the men that are not extended women. Being able to talk freely about a subject and other men not be worried about your genitals. I feel like that doesn't happen with men. I feel like men aren't on platforms speaking about something, and other men are just like, whip out your dick. Who cares? Who cares about what you're talking about? There's so many times where I'm talking about something. I've been talking to a man in person, and he literally said, I don't care about any of that. I just want your number. I don't feel like y'all have to worry about that. I don't feel like you have to worry about trying to have a conversation with a woman. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you have experienced this. Let me know. But I don't think you experience try to talk to a woman about something, a subject that you care about, and she's like, I don't care. Just give me your number. Let's just get straight to the point. I don't care about any of that. I want to have sex with you. Have you had that happen? Have you ever experienced that? Because if you have, let me know. I'm curious. I mean, maybe you could say people say they don't care, since they just really don't care. But I don't think it's a sense of like they don't care about what you're saying, and they're still trying to pursue you sexually. That's become a thing. Yeah, I don't care to hear from word. There's a lot of stuff that needs to be addressed about women. I think the modern women's gotten out of control. I know y'all do, because y'all used to have control over women. That's exactly what it is. Men used to have much more control over women than today, and we don't. And so you feel like we're out of control. Well, sucks to suck. Because I'm not being under a man's control just because he feels like I should be. That's weird. I'm just gonna stay out of control, I guess. Because I'm not fighting anybody. I'm not cussing anybody out. I'm not taking anybody's money. I'm not doing nothing crazy. I'm not. What's going crazy out is because men are giving money out the ass for ass. That's why OF is going crazy. Because men are throwing their money like crazy to people online. And I think it's insane. Because you can see that for free. I don't know. It's like y'all don't know this. I wonder about it too. I'm like, why do y'all not understand that you could see ass and titties and all that? They got AI stuff. You might have to pay for that, but you could see all that for free on certain sites. But y'all would just be paying for it every month from somebody. I don't know. You probably have to ask them. I think you're asking the wrong person. Because I don't know that about that, but except that they be paying. Especially when you watching stuff like, especially the older ones. We watching stuff about like somebody getting scammed, and it was this one they was reacting to it. He said he got scammed 5 times in a row, but he phrased it as he had 4 relationships already. They was on the 5th one, where they ended up being a scammer. And it's like, no, they were never a relationship. They were always a scammer. But he kept being like, oh, he just kept being in this relationship where it didn't. But he was sending them all money. It's really just like nobody's forcing the men to give money. Like I don't know why y'all act like it's this thing where like women are evil when men are just freely giving their money. Like I don't know. Maybe y'all need to have interventions where you give with these men who are spending all their money and like tell them to like stop doing that or something. Because it's not the women's fault. They're just there, and some of them aren't even real. Some some of them aren't even real women. Some of them aren't even women at all. They're men. Some of those men, some of them that are giving all their money, they're giving them to men that are pretending to be women. And we're not talking about trans people either. We talk about straight up heterosexual men pretending to be a woman on there so that they can get a man's money. They be doing that too. Y'all be mad at women, but a lot of the scammers are really men. I don't think we talk about or think about this enough. There are a lot of scammers, a lot of people who are getting somebody's money. They're posing to be a woman online, but they're a man in real life. And it's like men will get scammed by these people who are men and blame it on women, but it's like you're not even talking to someone with a vagina, the whole time. Sometimes women are teaching younger women to do, and the young ones are giving life a chance before they show themselves. Yeah, I guess that's happening too. But I wouldn't call that all women being out of control. This has something to do with marriage also. I mean, yeah, because we used to be all monogamous, and you only be with your husband, and you should be a virgin before then. But now it's different. Times have changed. People are being sexually promiscuous if they feel like it, and men are mad about it. But I feel like as long as everybody's consenting to it, what's the problem? If everyone's agreeing to it, if they're all adults saying this is okay, well, what is the problem? It's the highest paid job in America. But that's men's fault. Like, it's not the fault of women that so many of their men are giving money to OF. Like, you mad at the wrong people, buddy. You're mad at the wrong ones. I promise you. Like, it's not like the women are literally just there. They're just there, naked, and men just spending money, and you're like, it's the women's fault. And it's like, tell men to stop spending their money. Like I was talking about that the other day, how there's certain stuff going on in the world, and like what's one of the things you could do to change stuff. And I was like, I really feel like financial, like protests and boycotting, like I feel like that's a good one. Because money rules the world and stuff. Being honest about the situation, you'll see how this could really screw up generations to come. I'm in the middle of saying how I feel like change could happen if you would listen to it. I'm being real honest about the situation. Financial change, is really impactful. If you want something to change, you direct your money a different way. So, if you want OF to not be the highest paid job in America, make it so that they're not getting paid as much. Have the men redirect their money somewhere else. Then it wouldn't be, what it is. It's everybody's fault. Y'all really blame women for your desire of them. And it's crazy. Y'all really be like, it's your fault for looking so good. I had to give all my money. Like, it's not her fault y'all don't have self-control. And you just want to give all your money away and be stupid. It's not women's fault, man. He's like I'm being honest. Talk about be honest. Be honest, it's not women's fault that y'all be stupid. Tell men to stop being stupid. Be smarter with your money. Nobody's putting a gun to their head and say, give me all your money. Give me all your money right now. I'm going to kill your whole family. Nobody said that to any of these men. They're just making it right. Because they think they're going to get some. They think it's real. They want to see some more. It's not the women's fault. It's me. Like, y'all just man up. Have some self-control. Look at something else. Spend your time doing something else. Spend money on something else. That's the only way change will happen. So about y'all stop. Like all the change is gonna happen when all the women stop putting profiles up. Then women, because before that, y'all already was like that. Already was willing to pay for it. And that just it made it worse because y'all just already like that, and then it just made it even easier. And I mean, they played y'all. It's like you got, but you're mad at the people that got you. But you got because of you. It's like mouse getting caught in a trap because it sees some cheese, and it's like, but the cheese is on the trap. But you like, oh, the cheese. But it's like it's on a fucking trap. Like you gonna die. And you like, but the cheese, it shouldn't have been there. No, avoid the trap, man. Avoid the cheese. That's how I feel. To be honest. My eye. To be honest, women are addictive. Yeah, I can't. Mm-mm. I don't see how that's our fault. Because y'all really make it seem like it's this whole thing like you just can't control yourselves, and women are to blame for that. And God, my eye. I think there's something in it. Hold on. Okay, whatever, it doesn't matter. Let's get off here soon, anyways. But anyways, I don't know. I don't understand. I feel like y'all are creatures, and if y'all act like women have to stop y'all, like save y'all from yourselves essentially by doing better, so that y'all could do better. But instead of y'all just taking it upon yourselves to just not look at us, but it's like you can't, and y'all are like, we can't, we can't help ourselves, so you do better, so that we stop spending all our money on you. And it's like, first of all, I'm not on OnlyFans, so it's like go talk to all of them. They get a profile, I guess, and tell them to do better. If you really want change, shit, I don't know. Where's my lighter? Where's my where's my lighter? Wait. Like a fiend. Like, what did I do with my lighter? Why is it not here? Who stole it? Which one of you niggas stole my lighter? Some of you mad ass niggas that be giving all your money to women stole my. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Once we swap so we get better understanding. Nah. I feel like if I was a man, I wouldn't act like y'all. I would just keep to myself and mind my business and help people. What's a week? Have a good looking woman because he average looking, hence the result to OnlyFans. I feel like you're just saying things that aren't true. Like, it's so weird. Y'all would be like, yeah, oh, I found my lighter. It was hiding in plain sight. Like, y'all would be like, an average man can't get a good looking woman. It's like, who's saying this? Like, I feel like y'all just reject yourselves and then be like, and then do weird stuff and then be like, it's women's fault because they wouldn't want you. But it's like, you don't even try to like be nice to somebody or like, or think because you're nice to somebody, it automatically has to work. And so because that doesn't work, you're like, women are terrible because I tried to pursue them and it didn't work. And it's like, sometimes that happens, but like, shit, I don't know. It's testosterone start running. Yeah, I don't want none of that. I hope that never happens. That I would never have to find out what that's like because it sounds terrible. If it's pure testosterone that makes y'all act like monsters and do crazy stuff, may that never happen to me. May I never have a son. May I never have any look because y'all got it. If it's like that, if it's just the pure testosterone, sheesh, y'all got it. I don't know. That's why I'll just stay away from y'all because I guess can't be helped. Sounds awful. Because you're essentially saying that it's our fault that y'all have testosterone, and so like we use it against y'all and take your money, and we should stop doing that. Like what are we supposed to do? Cover up? It's giving burkas. It's giving that's what they do to women in the Middle East. You need to cover up from head to ankle, so that we don't see you, that we don't spend a lot of money on you. Why? Why can't you just? Why can't you just control yourself? Why? Why can't you just control your like? What are we gonna do all that just for y'all to like act right? It doesn't make any sense. It makes y'all sound like creatures, like not human beings. Like why? Why can't you just have self control? Like why? Why is it on everybody else? That's not no. Be a man. Y'all should be a fucking man and have self control. Because y'all are capable of doing that sometimes. Y'all call it no fap or whatever. Just make that a lifestyle. If you was really a man, if you was really, a big, strong, capable man, I feel like y'all would just do that instead of blaming women or your testosterone. Because people really want to do something, they go do it. I'm just saying. Men are insecure too much these days, and relationship rates are dropping. Yeah, no, I feel like y'all do have an insecurity problem, but it's not like y'all make it like, oh, it's women's fault because we reject y'all or say certain stuff, but it's like, or just not take it to heart and be weird and be like, oh, women suck because I got rejected every time that happens, You could just be like, change your perspective. It's okay, I like the men that when I reject them, they say, okay, have a nice day. And I'm like, thank you for not being terrible and cussing me out. I appreciate it. I appreciate those men so much. Because some of y'all be so like, y'all act like someone's harming you when they say no thank you. When you don't get the number. Like some of y'all literally act like somebody has hurt you physically. And so you got to hurt somebody else. Like women have been shot in the face and killed like that. Because they said no thank you and didn't want to give a man their number. That's why I'd be like, I'll just stay away from y'all. Because if that's pure testosterone, that makes you unable to not take offense and not lash out violently, I'll just stay over there. I'll just stay over there. At the same time, we really don't understand each other. Yep, sure don't understand it. Never understand women. They will never understand this. I don't know. Because I feel like y'all are the weird ones, to be honest. Because then there's all these people in real life who are in relationships and have families. And my parents have been married over 30 years. And I know other people in relationships. And I feel like it's just like the single men just all band together and make it like everything's worse than it is, honestly. Because there's families everywhere. All over the place. But y'all be like, there's a relationship drop. There's nobody and nobody's getting married. There's no relationships. And it's like, maybe the statistics, there's numbers are down or whatever. But it's like, there's people together everywhere. If you're not with somebody, then just work on yourself. I don't know. I feel like it doesn't have to be all that. Work for yourself. The right person will come about. Like, all this blaming of people was weird anyways. When things don't work out for you. She just calls weird. If you're all upset, and because for one, that's where I'm at in life anyways. Just being at peace and being content, and if my life's not going a certain way, like I'm directing it to where I want it to be, which is what it is now. Like, I don't dislike anything about my life. I don't have any problems going on. Usually the only problem is a man talking crazy to me. And so, but I just block him. Well, I won't talk to him. So then it's fine. But other than that, I'll be chilling. Wake up, standing up. So I'll just be chilling. And I feel like the world would be better if everybody was doing that. If everybody was just content with what they have instead of being all upset because they're single and because they're getting rejected or they don't like shit's not working out and blaming somebody else. Because I feel like most people are just doing that, just blaming somebody else for their own misery instead of just feeling better. Just do better, feel better, be happier. Because it's really that simple. For real. I'm not gonna lie. Instead of doing all this on the internet of women are doing this and men are doing that, and then like you could just like focus on your own self and like be the best person you could be, so that when you interact with other people, it either goes well, or if it doesn't go well, you could be like, that's okay, that's cool, that's fine, and just go on about your day, just have a nice little day. Being content breeds complacency. Okay. I don't know. Like, complacency, how? Like, I just really have time I say something, y'all are just gonna say something negative. It's like we can't never just have a positive, nice conversation. Like, it feels like, I don't know. It just, I don't know. Let me get water. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm jumping the gun, but complacency in one way. I think you say all men are stupid for literally worshiping women. They say women are God. Who said that? Who said women are God? You said women say women are God? Like, why do y'all keep saying things that other women said and be like, how you gonna be like that? Well, other women say this. I didn't say that. I think what I think because I didn't say that. It's not narcissist behavior. We're not talking about other women saying what I'm saying, but also saying that they're God. You're talking about other women saying that they're God and me saying something else. And be like, how you gonna say that when women say that they're God? I ain't never said that before. You know, women say that. What does that have to do with me, though? That's what I'm saying. There's all types of people saying all types of things. What does that have to do with me? There's men that say that they're God. I don't mean I'm going to worship them because I'm agnostic. What does that have to do with me? Nothing. Like, why are you holding on to something, one particular thing that women are saying anyways? Like, women say no. Y'all don't be holding on to that. Let's talk about women say this, women say no. Women say leave me alone. Women say no, thank you, I'm not interested. Women say these things too. Do you care about that as much? That's what I'm saying. Why are we just picking and choosing and harping on the things the opposite sex is saying? Why don't we harp on the positive things we say? Like how I said I like men that are nice to me. Y'all never say nothing about that. Y'all just gloss over it and just say something else negative. I talk about men that I like interacting with. Y'all don't give a fuck. Y'all just be like, y'all be saying this, y'all be saying that, y'all hate us, blah 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 blah. Cause y'all just ignore the positive. Cause everybody's freaking negative. How about everybody just stop being negative? And then if somebody else is being negative, it won't matter because you being positive. Because sometimes I have men say that they be talking to me crazy. He was this little boy, say like 18. I think he was on here earlier. And he's talking to me crazy. He was like, well, because that's how women in the hood talk. And I was like, well, I'm not those women, first of all. Second of all, like, you don't, I feel like that's how you go through life being a follower and being weak, as if what you're doing is based off what someone else is doing, as opposed to you doing something because you want your life and interactions to go a certain type of way. You know, it's being reactive. That's what it is. It's being reactive. Like I'm being this type of way. It's negative, but it was like it's because it's someone else's fault, and it's like I wish people would just be their own person and just act the way that they want to act instead of just immediately reacting all the time. And part it's not women's fault because you're obsessed with women easily. Yeah, I hate it too. Because being obsessed with anything or anybody is not good. And I don't know why that's normal to y'all. You know, if you know this. Like why would you be okay with that? With even being like I'm obsessed with something or somebody and that causes you to act in a way that you feel like is not overall good, but you just can't help it. You know, like why? I feel like that's complacency. You know, I don't understand people being any type of negative way and not want to change it. You know, I feel like y'all are saying it's like biology or whatever, but what about all the men who have self control and are nice? You know, they took upon themselves to be that way. My dad took it upon himself to be that way. He didn't even have a father. He didn't have nobody to teach him how to be that way. I mean, I guess, well, I mean, he had my grandmother, his mom, but like you choose how you're gonna act. You choose what type of person you're gonna be. How the fuck you get easily seduced, man? I kind of feel like that's what it is. It's like you're kind of just you're really just blaming somebody else for lack of self control, for you not deciding to be a certain type of way. And you're just reacting to other people and things and being like, oh, well, it's their fault. It's everybody else's fault. It's just like that. But if it's something negative, it's something you don't like you should want to change it. Excuse me. That's what I do. If I got something I don't like about myself, I change it. I don't just be like, oh, I am this negative way about myself because of men. Because some people do that. I could do that. I could be like, men are so awful and terrible, so I'm just going to be unhappy and bitter all the time, but I don't. I'm a pretty happy, positive, content person because I like my life. I like myself. I like everything I have going on and that I'm trying to do. I like the way I look. I like things I think about. I like that my favorite color is green. Like I like myself. Like I feel like you would like another person, and I feel like a lot of people don't. They don't like themselves, and so they don't know themselves, and so they don't get along well with other people. That's pretty much what I was talking about when I very first started this live, like 2 hours ago. Been on here a while. I feel like that's really what the root is. It's come full circle. The root, because that's what I put in my notes. The root of it all is knowing yourself. Do you know yourself? Like people focus on outliers rather than reality. That's because people build this whole narrative in their minds. We could get real deep on it, but I feel like it's just gonna it's going to kind of do too much. But basically, reality is just a collective of just this narrative that we tell ourselves, and then the narratives get like overcrossed when like we communicate with people, and then it's just like this collective reality that like we chose essentially through all of our like communication and actions and what we think and stuff. And so it's like we're all out here, we exist in this collective reality, but also everybody has this like your mind is your reality essentially. It's like what you think about yourself is like how you are. And it's like if you change that, if you change it to think about yourself a different way, you're going to be a different type of person. You're going to live a different type of life. That's pretty much how it works. But a lot of people don't think about it. Like people, most people don't think about stuff a lot. I feel like a lot of people just go about their day. Like they just go to work, they just watch stuff, they just do shit. Like they don't really think about who they are, why they do what they do, and like, you know, all that jazz. Like people literally just do shit. Huh? Okay, kind of late to that response. But do you know yourself? Nobody answer me, and I feel like it's because you don't. Does anybody? Show of hands. Anybody know themselves in the class? Anybody? Anybody? Did anybody say they confidently know themselves? Like they know themselves? I feel like these are two different things, but do you know yourself? And then also, given that information, with that knowledge, do you like yourself? These are the questions. Pop quiz. Oh, can I make a poll? Can I do that on here? So I then. That's so cute. I know more Spanish than I thought. She's outside asking her son, her little boy, if he ate already, or she's telling him to come eat. And he's like, no. And she was like, oh, you ate already? He's like, no. And she's like, well, come on. Ya comiste? No. That's so cute. What does that even mean? Huh? Because I was washing dishes. I do clean. That's why I was late. Oh, word. Okay. Guess we're all caught up now then, I guess. Cool. Oh, I'm trying to see if I can make a poll. I got distracted by the Espanol outside. Oh, there it is. The poll. Do you yes. No, don't lie either. Don't lie. This is like look cool because people be doing that shit. Answer honestly, okay? Shouldn't have to be told that, but people are fake shit. Oh, yeah. Wow, that's cool. Yeah. Hashtag fast. Yep, that's kind of what I do for a living. So yeah. I type 40 hours a week. I've been typing for years. That was that fast though. Wait, do you have to actually put in the chat for it to vote? Is that how this works on here? Because I feel like on the like the regular thing on the phone, you could just do it. Is that how that works? Doesn't know. You should probably work on that. If you feel like it, that is. Because why? It's probably because you're on here all the time. You be on here a lot. Probably don't take the time. A lot of people don't do that. I think that's why they call it shadow work. I really don't like it because I feel like it's like this brand new term for like the just like standard shit that I feel like I've been knowing before people were saying shadow work. But I feel like that's why they call it that because people don't like sitting by themselves. It's like that. Then you're just with yourself, and it's like your shadow. I mean, it is because it's like yourself. When you're by yourself, that's your true self. It's not the one you're pretending to be around other people. So that's why some people don't like being by themselves, because then they're exposed to their true self and they have to like deal with it. Oh my gosh, I never really put two and two together until I said it out loud just now. For real. That makes sense. That makes sense. Why people don't know themselves. Like the people that always want to be around somebody else, always want to be in a relationship with someone, like they don't know themselves because they literally don't like being by themselves. So they never are. I knew somebody like that. It was kind of scary. Like literally did not like being by himself. Like, yeah, it's because you're a terrible person. Since I don't believe in that shit, I feel like depressed people just don't have proper coping mechanism. Okay. Maybe. I mean, because it could be actual clinical depression where you need help with that. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. But I feel like a lot of times it's just people actually don't like themselves because they don't know themselves and they refuse to do anything about it. Instead of, they just keep distracting themselves. And that's why people are always doom scrolling, because it's like you try to distract from yourself. Be by yourself. Some people. Because I'm not even talking about depression. That's a specific thing. Can't be like, I don't believe in that because depressed people are this. And it's like I'm not talking about people who are depressed. I'm talking about people that I feel like don't know themselves specifically. That's not gonna be anybody who is diagnosed with clinical depression, and that's it. People that don't know themselves, like, because not everybody who doesn't know themselves is like their self is someone terrible that they wouldn't like until they're depressed. So that doesn't make any sense. Chicken egg number, nope. Modern woman, or Gina, or woman, or yeah, that's about it. Those are my nouns. And my pronouns are she, her. That's about it. And gender is woman. Sex is female. Race is African American or black, not Hispanic. I think that pretty much covers it. With all the basics of my identity, my identification to the world. Which I feel like a lot of people don't know too well. I'm just saying. Repeat human. Never really know whether you're being real. No, I'm being dead ass. Because I feel like it's all the same, honestly. Like I'm what you call it? Like whimsical or whatever. It sounds like a bullshit sometimes, but it's like if it's something that is rooted in facts and like it actually makes sense, then it is what it is, even if it sounds funny or whatever. Like I can't have just like this serious tone and be monotone and be like I'm not gonna be like, the secret that you need to know is like, I can't even do it. I can't do that shit. Like I don't know. I'm just myself and I'm talking, and it is what it is. And if you take it to be like, oh, it's some bullshit, then it's some bullshit to you. If you take it to be like, oh, that's real and it makes sense, then it's real and it makes sense. It's kind of like that. Because I don't really care either way if you believe it or not. I think what I'm saying makes sense. You know, I don't think it's all bullshit, but I'm also not like trying to force it on nobody because people gonna believe what they want to believe. I already said that when I was religious. I did that. I literally tried to force religion on other people, and I did, and it worked on a couple of people. But then I saw that it didn't work on everybody else. Like it doesn't work on the average person. You can't just force stuff on people because people gonna do what they want to at the end of the day. Like I heavily felt that way when I was religious, and then now that I'm not religious, it's like I still heavily feel that way. Like everybody's just gonna do what they feel like doing. That's why I'm not religious, because I just did what I wanted to do at the end of the day. Even though at one point I was real religious, and I was like, yeah, I'm not doing anything I want to do. I'm not, huh? What do you mean it's muted? It doesn't show muted on him. I gotta respect you. I here to argue against you. Oh, yeah, I definitely wasn't arguing with you. I don't like arguing with people either. So you can hear. Yeah, it's on you, Phantom. Oh, they're just trolling. Weird. Because even if it was a technical difficulty, like it's not embarrassing, really. I mean, it could be, I guess, if you look at it that way, but it's like that's not something I would have control of, and it's not like I peed on myself, you know. Like I feel like that's something considered embarrassing. If I just came home, I pee and I pee on myself, and you see it, and then it's like I'm embarrassed. But if I had a technical difficulty, then I just had a technical difficulty. But whatever. Relax. I'll just talk about stuff. I'll be relaxed. I just like talk about things because I think about stuff. And I feel like a lot of the people are NPCs and they just do stuff and react to things. And I always be like, why are you doing that? Why you say that? What's going on here? Let me try to figure it out. But I don't be upset. I'm just inquisitive. Yeah, that's a good word for it. Most people do that though. They'll say something and then I'll just start talking about what they're saying. And they're like, well, calm down, relax. And I'm like, I'm literally not upset. I'm just talking about it. Like it's like words. I feel like a lot of men do that. Like a lot of words equals negative emotions for some reason. I have men do that because I'm a yapper. And there's been times where I just be yapping. And I feel like I'm yapping neutrally. And a man's like, oh, why are you yapping about? Why are you still talking about it? Calm down. And I'm like, I just wanted to talk about it because I'm a yapper sometimes. I like talking about stuff. But it be acting like it's a problem. Like I'm upset. And I'm just like, so the way I show not being upset is like just not talking about it. I can't say no more words. I feel like that's why I'm not in a relationship. Why I can't be involved. Because that's happened quite a few times with men. Well, one of them was a complete psychopath. Like he for sure was. I'm not exaggerating. Like court cases of crazy stuff going. Like it's documented. Like, you know, like it's you can look it up. But he used to do that a lot. I think that's honestly most of the reason why I got on here in the first place. Because people be asking me, I forgot all about that, but that makes sense. I think that's mostly why I be yapping on here is because that situationship, and then I've had other little relationships or whatever where I would be just neutrally yapping about something, and the man I was involved with would be like, "Okay, stop talking about that," and I'd be like, "Why? Like, I'm not saying nothing crazy. I'm not cussing nobody. I'm just talking about stuff." And they're like, "Okay, drop it," and I'm like, "Why?" And then they would like get mad at me. Like one time, the guy that was like a psychopath, he did that. Like we was talking about something. Like he was joking about something, but it was confusing to me. He wasn't very bright, but I went along with it, and he didn't like it. He didn't like what I was saying, and so he was like, "Okay, just drop it." And I was like, "But I thought we were joking." And he was like, "Okay, you don't want to drop it," and he hung up on me because we was on FaceTime. That was crazy. I had a couple instances like that where I was just, saying regular words, and a man was like, "Okay, stop right now, don't say nothing else, or change the subject, say other words," and I'd be like, "That's weird," you know. Like it's one thing if you say you don't want to talk about something, that's cool, but it's another thing for someone to just be like, "Okay, stop in the middle of your conversation, stop it, Can't talk no more. Because I really see why men be saying that women are out of control. Because y'all really be trying to have control over women sometimes. Like, y'all really be mad at us for, like, I didn't mean to circle back to the conversation. It's happening anyways. Oh, well, I yap about what I feel like. It's my show. Like, y'all really be mad at us for, like, us not being under your control and acting the way you think we should and being how you think we should, you know? It's like we be wilding. Like, we're not hurting anybody. No, not physically harming anybody, but we're out of control. We're wilding. But, like, you know, but we're not actually, like, essaying anybody or you know, colonizing anybody. We ain't take nobody's land, you know. We ain't doing none of that. We just be existing, maybe take your clothes off. And that's about it. That's about it. Just be there. And then be like, you're out of control. Stop that. Get back under our control. And we're like, no, let us be our own people. Let us be free. Because, nigga, we was the last ones to be set free from slavery. Let's go. Goddamn. Because the way y'all literally used to let us, like not let us do shit at all. Where everybody go? Why the numbers drop? Where everybody go? Yelling shit. It's because it's always men watching me. Every time I start talking shit, all the men, I'm out of here. Fuck this shit. Things to look forward to. Making more money, getting me a house, living for a long time, being a cool old lady that talks even more shit and does even more, but I feel like it. And that's about it. About to be monetized on here. I'm looking forward to that too. 400 more hours, baby. Let's go. I don't want a woman I gotta handle. Yeah, it's just the language I'll be using. It just sounds so icky. Like, I don't want a woman I gotta handle. Yeah, you shouldn't. You shouldn't want to handle anybody. It's not. You shouldn't be handling another adult person in the first place. If you gotta do all that, you shouldn't be involved together. Oh, y'all are scary. Especially when y'all be like, my woman can't do this, can't do that, can't do that. But woof. I'll just stay over here. I'd rather be single. I'd rather be alone. Because when I'm alone, I like myself. I'm telling you, it's something to it. Y'all just don't want to hear it. Because you don't want to hear the truth. If you don't like being by yourself, you don't like yourself. It goes hand in hand. I feel like it's a fact. It has to be. Because I love being by myself. Because I love myself. I'll be having a blast. I'll be like, this is great. Like, I literally, in real time, I'll be, like, grateful and present and happy. And I'll be like, wow, this is so cool. I just got my own place. And I could just do whatever I want. And can't nobody tell me shit. Can't nobody tell me to shut the fuck up. Like, I'm just here existing. Like, I could be butt booty naked if I feel like it. Can't nobody tell me nothing. Like, any point in time, I do that whatever. I love it. I love it here. I have my own place. I love being by myself. But some people really don't value that and don't like themselves and be looking to hang out and talk to somebody every second of the day, every moment of their life, because they don't like themselves. And I feel like that's unfortunate, and everybody should like themselves. 11. Easy. Huh? 11 where? Oh, wait, huh? It don't let me see how many people. Is that the poll? It won't let me see. Oh, it's one. Oh, y'all ain't shit. I'm only 2 people voted. It was at least like 5 people in the conversation. And only 2 of y'all voted. Y'all ain't shit. That's why at the end of the day, you gotta worry about yourself and take care of yourself, because everybody else ain't shit. At the end of the day, they're really not. I mean, I feel like I am personally. Personally, I actually think I'm the shit. Not in the sense like I'm better than other people and like I'm putting down other people and doing anything negative off of that. But I think I'm the shit. Like I really do. I really do. My knee was almost better. I don't know what happened to it. I got set back again, I guess. But when it gets all the way better, then I'm really gonna be the shit. Then you really can't tell me nothing. Once I got full mobility, because sometimes I gotta be a little careful, in my movements. But once I don't have to do that no more, and I can just move around freely, ooh, can't tell me nothing. It's like people think they're the best drivers and they cover themselves. Nah, I think I'm a good driver because of like actual data. Like I feel like people think things about themselves and make up a narrative just because it sounds cool. But I think things about myself because I feel like of actual tangible data that like other people can see. Like I was a Lyft driver for like 8 years, and I had 5 stars, and I ain't had no accidents. I haven't had no accidents, the whole time I've been driving. And plus, my mom said I'm a good driver. So when we drive places, sometimes she wants me to drive. So I feel like all of that data makes me a good driver, not just because I just personally think that I am, but because like I actually am. Like I'm actually a good driver. But other people just be talking shit sometimes, I feel like. Like some people will say that and they drive like shit and they've been in accidents. I don't drive like shit. I haven't been in any accidents. So I'm a good driver. Like other people say this. I know this. It's proven. I don't got no tickets or nothing. All my stuff is up to date. Matter of fact, when I went to what you call it, Valvoline, one time, it was a while ago. It was a girl too. It was a woman working there, and I was surprised. There's a lot more of them nowadays. I like it, progression. But she was like, "Wow, you're the first person I've seen that had everything up to date. Like everything's completely good." Because I had got something else that I needed the time before that there. And she was like, "Wow, I've never seen nobody else have that." She was like, "That makes me so happy." I was like, "Oh wow!" Like it's because my daddy raised me right, and he always told me to like keep my shit up to date, and so I do. And so, yeah, I even got other people to vouch that take care of my shit. So all that being said, I feel like that means I'm a good driver, not just because I think so. It's because it's proven. It's in the pudding. Proofs and pudding is all there. I got the documentation. It's all there. I know I am. But a lot of people do be talking shit. And anytime I say that, a man's always like, nope, nah, you're not a good driver at all because women can't drive for shit. No, you talking shit. You don't know what you're talking about. And the whole time they drive like shit. And I be scared riding in the car with them. Almost anybody I ride with, I feel like I'm scared. That's how I know other people can't drive. Because I'll be terrified. But when I drive, I feel safe. And I'm always safe. I always get from point A to point B with no problems whatsoever. And in high traffic areas, a whole lot going on, construction, no problems. So I think I'm good. Okay, I'm not gonna say no problems. Okay, I slid on some ice one time, bro. It was one time. It was like, was that before COVID? I think it was before COVID. It was like, I don't know when that was. It was way before COVID. So it was probably like a decade ago. You don't be whipping this shit. Okay. My car now got 113,000 miles on it. And I work from home. Been working from home the whole time I had it. So, like, it literally, I just saw it hit 113,000 today, earlier when I was doing DoorDash. I had it 5 years. 5 years, 113,000. Nah, I don't be whipping the shit. I don't be going nowhere. I don't be doing shit. I don't be doing nothing. and I work from home. Do nothing. That's how I got lower insurance. It was like, "Do you commute to work?" I was like, no, I work from home. I don't drive anywhere. I don't go nowhere. I was like, I bet. I was like, I don't go nowhere that you know of. That you know of. He was like, "You do ride share stuff?" I was like, "No, hell no. Fuck no. Absolutely not. I ain't never did that before a day in my life. Because they charge you extra. Charge you extra for that shit." I'm like, hell no. Never. Never. Never in my life. And my car about to be paid off. I'm about to get another one. Burns and white sage from SoCal. We're right, blessings. Yo. Sage. Yo. I feel like anytime I had a date and a man be like, "Oh, you want me to pick you up?" For one, if it's a first date, I'm like, "You weird as fuck. Hell no. Stranger danger." But if I already know them, then I still be like, hell no. I let one man do that, but I feel like he pressured me into it. Because he was like, "Why not? We already went on a date before. You know me." I was like, "Because you still drive like shit." But I just went. During the students, then I actually like it. Technical people. Yeah, I'll be trying to meet nobody. I'm trying to avoid people as much as possible. I'm not trying to meet nobody. I'm trying to make the monies. But that's cool though. Different strokes for different folks. I thought she was going to bed. It's like 3 in the morning over there. You got no business being awake. Over in India. Purity. What? Okay, so exactly. No, you ain't supposed to be on here. You know what I found is this guy that does these little bowls. Thing that you hit it, you go around it and say, "Ooh." He got those, but it's like big bowls, and he got a bunch of them, and he got them on like 8-hour loops, some like 12 hours. You play that. He got ones specifically for insomniacs. Like it literally say for insomniacs only. Don't ask me what his name is. I don't know. Just look up singing bowls for sleep or something. It's gonna be a white guy. Sometimes he got a cat. Looks at a chair. Sometimes he got a little man bun. Sometimes he don't. But some white guy. I like it. I feel like it's helped me sleep a couple times. I mean, I don't really have trouble sleeping, but it's peaceful. I like playing stuff when I go to bed sometimes. Like a couple times, like maybe two times. I was actually trying to go to sleep, and it's because I had to get up early, and I want to get a certain amount of sleep. So I was trying to go to sleep. But yeah, find that man. I don't know what his name is. I'll have to do a little bit of work. People don't like doing that. People like everything be all easy, but I feel like you exercise your brain more if you had to put a little more effort into things, And how you stay alive just speak hours. I'm a yapper. I'm a certified yapper. Especially when I'm high. So I should be going. I don't even realize I've been here. I'll be like, damn, it has been 2.5 hours. Shit. I ain't know. I literally had no idea until I looked. I thought it was around 2 hours, but I was like, hot damn. No wonder my booty hurt. I gotta get up. It's been a while since I've been on here talking to you guys. It's been a while since. You ever heard this song? It's been a while since whatever it is. What the hell is this background? Well, it's like a alternate planet, you know, maybe in like a different solar system or some shit with its own. It's got like a. I don't know if that's the sun or if it's another planet and it's on fire. It kind of looks like it's another planet that's on fire, or the moon. Maybe it's this planet's moon and it's on fire. And then we got some mountains in the background. Sorry, that's my couch. Uh, you got these mountains, and then it's like a little brook, a little babbling brook or whatever. Some trees. Sky's beautiful. That's what it looks like to me. I think it's lovely. So it looks like an eclipse word, a fiery eclipse. But then it also looked like something's erupting in front of it, you know, right there, something like that. There's a lot going on here. I like it. That's why I put it there. Cause I like it. Oh, Modern Woman Planet. Yeah, something like that. It's my little planet of one. Somehow I have to escape. Not very often. I haven't in a while since my knee's been mixed up. I have to go pee again. That's all I do. That's all I do. I'm back. But yeah, I haven't skated in a while because my knee's been messed up since January. I'm scared. Scared to go out there and break it. One wrong turn and my knee's broke. My knee hanging off. I mean, probably not. It'd probably be fine if I went slow, but I ain't gonna take my chances because I know if I go slow and it's fine, I'm gonna want to go faster and faster and faster, and then I'm gonna hurt myself because I'm gonna fall. I'm gonna make a wrong angle. So, yo. Who? Um, oh, there's still only two people voted. Y'all suck. Loophole. Yeah. Yes. Oh no. What? Yeah, we'll make the poll. Oh, I have to stop the other one. Boo, y'all suck. Only two people voted. Even though it's way more than two people on here. Boo! Boo! Okay, click on check it blocking it on my end. You gotta type it in the chat. I'm pretty sure you gotta type a 1 or 2. It says that on there actually. It says type 1 or 2 in the chat. It's right there. They got the instructions written down and everything for you. I didn't know that it's so tiny, but when I was leaning forward, I saw it. Maybe that's why, because it's so tiny. Because Casey, the question. What do you mean, Casey, the question? What do you mean by that? It won't let me make it no bigger. What do you mean by that? Look closer. Hold the screen closer to your face. Get some glasses. I don't know, man. Try going closer to the screen. It says, do you like yourself? Y'all really shouldn't be voting if you didn't vote on the first one. Because that's crazy. You're supposed to do it in order. Know yourself. Like yourself. That's a weird looking one. So they're getting this. I didn't remember that detail of your personal life. I don't know y'all like that. I don't know that you can't see on a regular. Wouldn't you be able to see if you just got new glasses anyway, man? How does that make any sense? What do you mean you just got new glasses? Are they the wrong prescription? You know, you don't get used to them. They're supposed to already work. Why you can't see the question? If you got new glasses, you might need your money back. You don't have them on. Put them on. That's the whole point of them. That's why you get glasses so you can see. So if you can't see something, you can put on your glasses, man. That's how they work. They don't work unless you put them on. You can't just have them. You can't just have them in your house. Just hold them. You gotta put them on and look through them. You gotta look through them things. And you can't just have them. You can't just have new glasses. You gotta use them. You gotta use them. You gotta use them and your eyeballs at the same time. Have them on all day. Oh, yeah, that's what you gotta do so you can see all day. Well, do they hurt, nigga? Like, what's the problem? Do they need to be adjusted or something? They're uncomfortable. They might need to be adjusted. It's normal to wear glasses all day until you go to bed and take them off. Usually, unless they like, what's wrong with them? What's wrong with them? Anyways, I haven't been on here a really long time. What time is it? 4 o'clock. It's hot outside. We'll go back to it. It's like almost 90 degrees. Hold on. It's 88 degrees. That's basically 90. That's basically frying. It's gonna rain for a whole nother week and a half. I'm sick of this shit. If it's not scorching hot, it's raining. But ain't one thing, it's another. I mean, just kidding. I'm grateful for everything. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's fine. Wait. Get that pull up. I have to get. I gotta get a cover up, or maybe I just wear a t-shirt or something. I got a swimsuit, but I was like, why are they designed for us to be naked? At first it felt cute, but then I felt bad about it, and so now I'm in a dilemma. And there's probably a bunch of people over there because it's Sunday, so I don't feel like it. Cause people. What the closest locations be crazy places? What? What? You just got them again. Like for the first time ever in your life? Why make me look pale? They try to do me like Michael Jackson. Where my melanin go? Man, this is. I feel like I need to call the bank. I think I need to do that tomorrow. I've had a whole car wash membership for a while. Like they've been charging me like every single month for like a year and some change. But I never go there because I don't know. But I went today. And I was going to try to get it finally straightened out, and then they got signed me up for all this stuff, and then they talk about I got to put in my card information again, but I'm like they already checked, so I think I'm gonna just cancel. I think just cancel the whole thing because it's dumb. Like why is it a membership for a car wash and then it don't work? Let's talk about I was supposed to have a sticker. I ain't never get no sticker. I was like, who's gonna give me a sticker? You don't never talk to nobody. I did the kiosk. They was like, why you doing it at the kiosk? I was like, because there's no person. It's just a kiosk. They were like, why didn't you tell somebody? I was like, who am I gonna tell? It's a kiosk. It's a machine. Hey, I'll be by yourself. Huh? It's gonna be some of the psycho vibes. Wait. No, it's not. You're just weird. Just because you don't like to be by yourself doesn't mean somebody else who likes to be by themselves is giving psycho vibes. It just means you're lonely. I'm not a psycho because you're lonely. I just enjoy being by myself. Because psycho vibe, that would mean I'm like, the only reason I'm gonna get in jail and be a psycho is if I'm doing something crazy to somebody else. If I'm just doing something to myself and it's harmful, like they just go like mental, psychiatric help or something. But I wouldn't end up in jail from enjoying my time in my apartment by myself. Like that's just an odd thing to say when someone says they like being by themselves. They're like, oh, this is giving psycho jail time. I'm like, what the fuck? Talking about you missing the point. No, I'm not. I enjoy being by myself, and I'm not committing crimes. And you're saying you literally said not wanting to be with someone is psycho vibes. No, it's not. Being a psycho and having those type of vibes is psycho vibes. Not wanting to be with someone is just not wanting to be with someone. That's just what it is, man. So I'm trying to put all this weird shit to it. Like something's wrong with people. like I'm telling you what I am and what I'm doing. And you're like, oh, it's giving all this other negative bullshit. It's not. You're just weird. Because everybody's always negative. I'm not on negativity. I don't have negative thoughts. I'm not doing negative things. I'm not getting arrested for anything. I'm just minding my business. Not wanting to be with people doesn't mean I'm going to do something crazy and end up in jail. Which means I prefer being by myself because usually around somebody at some point they're going to be saying something negative. There's going to be some negative bullshit. So I prefer to be by myself. Somebody missing the point. Y'all don't be having a damn point. You just want to put negativity on somebody. That's the point. I am missing it. Because you want me to be full of negativity. It's not good for me to be alone. I don't care. That don't got nothing to do with me. Just because you're lonely, like I said, that has nothing to do with me. Find you somebody, man. Me being alone is not stopping you from finding somebody to be with, my guy. Why is my thing not working? Because I gave you left. But yeah. I'm saying I'm existing, I'm fine. And you like, well, but the Bible says it's not good to be alone. What does that have to do with me? Find you somebody, be fruitful, multiply, do what it says. Wasting your time, you're gonna do it here. What are you talking about? This is dumb. I'm about to cut back to him. You guys switch with phones? Oh yeah, I thought you were just on a different one because something happened. Oh my gosh, you eating mama's now eating cereal, including oh my gosh. That's not good. Well, unless you want cereal. I just wish there could be more positivity. You don't have to be negative all the time, and you don't have to be assuming negative things and saying negative things. Wish we could just all get along and all just want the best for one another and assume the best about one another, and it actually be that because we're all just individually trying to be our best and just do the best we can in life. It'd be great if we could just do that, but wishful thinking. Hurt people, and everybody's always assuming the worst and thinking the negative first thought. And I feel like especially black men, honestly. I noticed that. Because sometimes I have conversations with white men sometimes. And they'll be pleasant. I'll have pleasant conversations with white men. Online, in real life. I have lovely conversations. Never really had white men, well, except for on here. But in real life, I never really had white men yell at me or cuss me out. I feel like black men be doing it because hurt people, and there's a lot of trauma in the black community. A lot of trauma. That is, you know, passed down to I feel like it's generational. Got chips, or baby carrots. Who? Who got chips and baby carrots? Ah, Cheetos. That's funny. Kind of want Panda Express. I haven't had it in a minute, actually. Mm. Yes, let's get the munchies. How many people would the show trauma to cup up? Okay. If I'm saying people act the way they do because of trauma, like they're not, they don't know that they do, so it's not them copping out or me making an excuse. Like things just are the way they are, and I'm not really equipped to diagnose anybody, but it's like how come every fucking time I say something to something, you're like, nah, I feel like it's not. You know, like pretty much every time. Like I don't know shit, you don't know shit. I feel like that was a tad bit aggressive. My bad. Because I'm just tired of negativity. It's like automatically invalidating somebody's experiences and feelings, and you like literally don't know, and you just automatically like, nah, it's cop out. It's like, and I even talk about any specific person or like, I'm not equipped to diagnose anybody. Like I don't know, and you don't know. I feel like that's why. Why can't nobody get nowhere and change? Because someone would be like, well, maybe this is probably. It's like, nah, just because this. But it's like either way, it's not actually helping people do better. You know, it's just like everybody wants to like, oh, I'm right, or I know what's going on. Because it's like if you do use it to help somebody, if you know what it is, you know what's going on, fix it. Help people stop doing shit. If you know they copping out, help people stop being able to cop out and just fix their bullshit and do better. Because I was gonna be a therapist or a psychologist or something like that, something in mental health field to be able to help with trauma. But I just don't really feel like going to school for that. And you can't really do that unless you go to school for that. So that's why I'm not, even though I think that's what the root cause is people act in a certain way because of certain pain that they've experienced emotionally and weren't able to deal with. And it just is what it is. Shouldn't be that way, but it's like that doesn't just make people automatically like do better. Like it just doesn't help to say something isn't an issue when it is. That's 6 8. It's cool. You didn't have to. I was just saying if you wanted to. You didn't have to. Iran launching missiles over Israel. Oh shit. We all go die. We all gonna die. Nah, probably not. Hope not. Hopefully we all go die. Hopefully they stop at some point and it all gets better. And everybody just stop going at each other all the time. That's what I'm saying. It's all this goddamn negativity. People are always going at each other, always doing stuff. They can't just get along because then somebody don't get their way and they not in control and then way. Sick of this bullshit. Everybody be happy, be positive, and know yourself and heal yourself. Everybody get along. Damn it. Shit. Fix it. Somebody fix it. I feel like Jesus ain't gonna do it. They keep saying they waiting on him. But how long it gonna take? It takes a while. All right, conferences on 19. Huh? Oh yeah. You're streaming. Word. You know, word. The one restaurant you talking about? I forgot what kind it is. Ball. Ball. Okay. Yeah. Nobody. MJ friendly. Weird. People notice it too. Sure, others don't win their shit. That's what you can do, but others can't be everything. Yep. Sure, yeah. I don't know. I've seen something. There's this crazy thing where it's like a way where you could see a representation of how much money Elon Musk has. And it was this crazy thing where they're like, okay, this little dot is $1,000, and then this other one, this is like $1,000,000, and then this other stuff is like a certain amount of money. And then they was like, okay, here's Elon Musk wealth, and it was this whole big ass block that you got to scroll through for like a long time, and because he's at like 700 something billion, and it's like people don't realize like that's a lot of damn money. Like when they scroll through the end of that shit, and the whole time you're scrolling, like it scrolled through like I think it said 400 something pages of just this big old block. It's like that's the wealth, and the whole time you're scrolling, it's like yeah, and here's the whole state economy of Hawaii, and here's like how much 100,000 people would make in their whole lifetime, and here's this and that, like all throughout this whole block of Elon's wealth. Because it's so much, like 700 something billion. He's gonna be like the first trillionaire. That's a lot. That's like a stupid, dumb amount of money. The best way to wake up in the middle of life, find out I signed up experiences, make sure you don't whooping everybody ass. You whooping everybody's ass for finding out that you signed up to experience this. It's everybody else's fault if you signed up to experience this. Like if that's what you find out, you're taking it out on everybody else. You see how y'all act? See what you do? Y'all don't even realize. This thing said, if I wake up and find out I signed up to experience this, I consented to it, I'm kicking everybody else's ass. Y'all are violent. Y'all are unreasonable, violent creatures that don't make any sense. Y'all talk about women are emotional. Y'all are emotional creatures. You all will say this is my fault, so I'm gonna take it out on everybody else. They deserve it, even though I did this thing. It's my fault, but I'm gonna take it on everybody else. That's crazy, actually. They say it's truth to every joke, but goddamn, like y'all are actually crazy. Like y'all actually be thinking that. Y'all actually be thinking it's other people's fault when something happened to you, or you the one that did the thing. It's your fault, but it's everybody else's fault that you gotta take it out on them. Uh, don't y'all be talking about women taking zero accountability? Like shit. Talk about us, and it'd be stuff about like lying or whatever, or not owning up to what we are. You're not trying to take accountability for something you signed up for, and you want to cause violence to other people. You want to beat people up for something you signed up to do. Like I'm being dead ass. I'm not even joking. Like there's something wrong with y'all. Like I joke around, I'm be funny, but like no, I'm being dead serious. Like that's why I stay inside. That's why I stay away from y'all. Cause even just the way y'all be joking don't make no sense. And it's scary. Like I would never say nothing like that. I would never jokingly be like, "Oh, if I woke up and discovered I signed up for this, I'm gonna kick everybody's ass." Like that doesn't even make any sense. That's not even like a thing that seems funny in my mind. Like that's literally like this sound. You talk about psycho behavior. Talk about jail time behavior. You're literally talking about you would assault people. You would hurt other people if you find out you signed up for this. That's crazy. Like that is psycho behavior. That's jail time behavior. Assault is jail time, nigga. You go to jail for just whooping other people for no reason. That's the type of shit you get arrested for. That's bad. That's illegal. I think you're just too serious. No, I think you're not serious enough. I think men really be like that and think it's cool, it's funny. But y'all really be like that. It is serious. I'm not too serious, but y'all not serious enough because most of the violent crimes are committed by men, statistically. So no, y'all the ones starting the wars. Y'all the one bombing each other. Y'all the ones that's doing most of the essaying, and y'all it's y'all. We can do all this. Oh, women are evil too. Women do this and that too. But it's like y'all the ones sitting there make jokes like that and be like, it's just a joke. It's not that serious. I think it's serious and that's crazy. Like I think that's actually a crazy thing for somebody to say. If I woke up and find out that this whole life experience was something I signed up for, like you're already fully showing yourself to be self-aware. You taking accountability in the first part. If I signed up for this is my fault. Then I'm gonna assault other people. That's what you just said as a joke. That's what you just said as a joke. They starting the war, not me. Yeah, like y'all don't have no type of logic. Like I feel like we've been brainwashed to think that men are the smart ones. To be honest, I don't care. Unpopular opinion. Hate me if you want to. I think we've been brainwashed to think that men are the unemotional, logical beings. Because the way y'all will be emotional and illogical at the same time, a lot, and just say things that don't make sense. They're the ones. They were starting the war, not me. I'm saying men. I literally said men are the ones causing the most violence out here. You're like, no, they started the war, not me. But you're saying you would literally cause violence as a joke to other people if you signed up for something. Your fault. You did. I wasn't joking though. Even worse. Even worse, you psychopath. Like, that's even worse. You put LOL at the end. That's literally something a psychopath would do, is tell us something that seems like a joke and put LOL at the end and then say I wasn't joking. Because I met men like that in person too. Ooh, that's scary. That's why I don't invite men over my place no more. Because a man said something like that sounded like a joke, but he said I better not ever talk to anybody ever again, or something like that. I better not stop talking to him. That's what he said. He said I better not ever stop talking to him. And I was like, oh, haha. And he was like, no, I'm dead serious. I'm not joking. And I blocked him immediately after he left. Say not all women. I said most men are the ones committing violent crimes. There's some of y'all that don't. I have to pee again. But y'all the ones that sound crazy, be talking psychopathic, and actually like the statistics back it up that y'all the ones that are more violent. That's what it is. That's just what it is. I literally did not say all men commit violent crimes. I'm saying you sound like a psychopath, and most violent crimes are committed by men. That's what I'm saying. That's what I said. I'm putting words in my mouth. I didn't say. Because y'all keep doing that. It's really annoying. Didn't you say not all women earlier? Yeah, and I didn't say all men. So what are you talking about? What are you saying that for? Because y'all just be saying anything. Because y'all not as smart as y'all think y'all are. Because we've been bamboozled and tricked to think that y'all are the smart, logical, unemotional ones. When y'all were literally, the violence is because of emotions. It's because y'all get mad. It's because y'all get upset. It's because you get your feelings hurt. Hey, the joke or whatever wasn't a joke. Your blanket statement was that if you find out this was something that you signed up for, you're gonna cause violence to other people. Like, this is something psychopaths would say. I just think that's crazy. I had to pee again. I think it's because y'all are just so unsettling. I don't know. Maybe it was just a smoothie. I don't know. I forget you've been smoking. What does that have to do with anything? It doesn't make you more logical or smart. Like the things you're saying are aggressive, violent, don't make sense, or lies. Talk about I forgot you've been smoking. Even when high, it doesn't lower my IQ, nigga. I'm still smart. I'm still a smart person. I still can make coherent sentences that are facts, or at least like are evidence of critical thinking. Smoking weed doesn't have anything to do with that, but y'all would just say anything to try to act like you the one in the right instead of facts. You don't say anything but facts, pretty much, for the most part. Pretty much anything else. It's fact. It's just opinions that don't make no sense. That's it. That's all. Because sometimes I enjoy having conversations about different things, and I don't know. Men tend to think it's just arguing, but I like having conversations about like just different perspectives and different what. Plus, that's why I took my video down because I had a video that was it's not all men, but it's enough, and I meant that shit. But also, I took it down because I'm still on Hinge, and I feel like a hypocrite. So I was like, I can't have it up and still be on Hinge at the same time. So I took it down, and I'm on Hinge, but that doesn't mean anything. There's no hope, no luck. No hope for me on there whatsoever. Because in addition to being aggressive and violent, they either don't say anything to me at all, or talk to me for a little bit and then never say anything to me ever again, which is fine. That's great. I love that as opposed to being violent. That's fine. I would completely rather be ghosted and ignored by a man than to be yelling at me and angry. And put it back up. No, I'm not. No, you would just talk shit about it. So I already know. I can tell. That's why I took it down. Because I knew if I kept going on this trajectory, making the other type of content I want to, then it was going to look like a contradiction. Because people are closed minded. And because men just, every time, you can't talk about men without men constantly being like, it's not all of us. Stop saying that. It's not all men. There's some good ones out here. Like, you just can't, like, I just can't. Like, somebody said earlier, it was like, oh, what's the benefit of being a man? And it's like, if I was a man talking about that type of shit, I feel like other men wouldn't be like, yeah, you don't know. It's not all men. Like, I feel like somebody would, like, actually listen and give a damn. Like, just listen. For men with intellectual disabilities higher than women is also true for intellectual giftedness. I don't know. I didn't go to school for that. All I know is because I think that's what I was going to say earlier, and I got derailed. I like having conversations, intellectual conversations, and I feel like some of the best ones I've had have been with men. For some reason, like I've had some deep conversations with women, but like not as many. It has been more with men, but I think I don't know because I think everybody's just kind of. No, let me not say that. Anyways, I think I've just talked to a lot of men that I could tell they just. Well, I don't even think it's men. I think it's just the Dunning-Kruger effect. But also, men are the ones that like largely used to be in charge, and we used to not literally be able to go to school at certain points and stuff and educate ourselves. So I feel like because of that, mostly men just got this idea that like they're the smart ones, like they're the intellectual ones, and women aren't, and it's only like a few of us. Which I feel like I said, I haven't had as many intellectual conversations and deep conversations with women, to be honest. But also, like that doesn't mean that like all the men are as capable of having these discussions as they act like they are. Because it's real, like it's like disappointing and disheartening when I feel like I'm having a intellectual discussion. They're like, okay, what about this? What about that? And then all of a sudden they're like, yeah, well, you're ugly. Or you're a woman. What do you know? And I'm like, so we're just not debating about the topic anymore. Because like they ran out of points or they feel like I got them in a point, like I made a good point, but they don't want to admit it, so they're just gonna resort to, like name calling or talk about something else just all of a sudden. I'm like, well, that's gay. Like literally be all wrapped up in the whole debate, be like, oh yeah, what about this, and then just abandon it completely. Be like, well, I bet your dad wasn't in your life, and I'm like, what? Yes, he is. I love my dad. He still pays my phone bill. I don't know why. I think it's just in case. So I can always get in touch with me. In case something were to happen, I would lose my job or something. I think that's why. Because I've asked him. I tried to go to AT&T. And he's like, no, he has to sign off on it. And then I asked him, I was like, well, can I just pay my bill? I'm 31, He was like, no. I was like, well, okay. What was I talking about? Yeah. But I don't, in general, I feel like that's what the whole Dunning-Kruger thing effect is. Because, like, there's been studies that a lot of people think, like, when they know a little bit about something, they're, like, an expert on it. And then it's like the people that learn a whole lot about something, like they know they're not an expert on it, or like they feel like, they're not that smart. Like people that aren't that smart think they're really smart. Like they think they're smart. Like it's like people that try to use big words or they just try to flex and name drop people in the topic they're interested in studying, but they can't really explain what those people's works are, like in their own words, Or it's like people that just study the Bible and they can quote stuff, but they can't really explain what the scripture means because it's like they're not that smart. But it's like they're trying to flex and be like, I'm smart. Like, but it's like they're really not. Like the things they're saying aren't smart. Like it's not evidence of like critical thinking, like deep thinking. You know, like a lot of people are just saying words. And they're like, I know all these words, so I'm smarter than you. That's not actually the case. But people that aren't that smart don't know that. And it's like you can't tell them they're not. They're gonna be like, whatever. I'm definitely smarter than you. It's like you could think that, but it's not really the case. Because smart people, I feel like don't like flex and be and try to show how smart they are. It's people that aren't that smart that do that. Like I don't be trying to use so big words on purpose, but every now and then I do, just because they just happen to be my vocabulary. Because I'll be interested in stuff, and you be talking, and I pick up on things, and it sticks in there, and I'll be like, okay, that's a good word to use to describe this thing, and it happens. So just know it's different. Yeah, probably, but I forget what the exact differences is. So all I know is there's a lot of people that think they smarter than they are. But the things they be saying don't make no sense. But it's like people don't. I can't tell if they don't know that or if they just don't care. Made for the internet, a lot of people block anyone who would agree with them. I guess. I'm gonna block somebody for just disagreeing, mostly for just being mean, being rude, or just saying absolute nonsense for no reason. No rhyme or reason to it. That's about it. I feel like you get blocked a lot. I'm getting that type of vibe. I feel like you get blocked often. You don't hear getting blocked all the time, don't you, Cody? Maybe. Your biggest hater. You do be here all the time. Yeah, that's be here a lot. Use a fan. Use a fan. Use a fan. I feel like there's a song like that, but I don't be listening to them, the new people's music. I don't know none of them. I feel old. I don't know nothing. I know what I like, and sometimes people I like put out new stuff, but not really. Not a lot of them. And if they do, it's not on the radio usually. So, cause I'm just different. I'm just built different. I go against the grain. I'm not like other girls. I don't know why I keep wanting to do my lips on them. I feel like I seen a video of Megan Good doing that. And she's still doing it. She was with what's his name? Jonathan Majors. Everybody hates him, but they be looking so happy. I don't know. I like him. I feel like he's not a bad guy. They look happy. And I feel like if people look happy, they usually are. I mean, there's a difference. Because there's people that try to act like they're happy, like, oh, look at us. We're so happy. And then there's people that just be chilling, but they look happy. You know? Like there's a difference. There's a big difference. Like people that's going places and buying all the stuff and look how happy we are. Look at me and my them be the ones that get divorced. And then all of a sudden one of them ain't in the content no more. And now it's just one of them making content. And then they still like, look how happy I am. Oh, it's unfortunate. I'm a fan, duh. Yeah, I know. I mean, I didn't really know you'd be here a lot, but I guess so. I guess so. I mean, a lot of similar looking people saying similar things, to be honest. But people that have been here a while, good while, I kind of recognize those. Must not been here that long, maybe. But yeah, what's the name? Megan Good. They look happy. Her Jonathan Mills. Every time you see them, they look happy. I feel like you can tell because they be looking cringy too. Like everybody be making fun of them. They go, "Oh, he looks cringy. He looks goofy. He looks corny." It's like, yeah, because they're happy. Because he's not trying to look cool. I feel like that's how that goes. Because we need to get back to that, anyways. I don't even like. It's because social media, but the people be wilding, judging people for no reason. Like people be having a good time. It's always somebody recording them talking about, "Oh, look at them. They look so weird." And it's like people just be existing. I'm tired of that bullshit. That's stupid. You can't even just be outside existing no more. So somebody recording you and calling you weird and cringe. But the person recording you probably don't never fucking do shit, you know? Like people used to fucking dance and express themselves and be happy. And now it's like, can't nobody do that because you going to be on somebody's video talk about, look at this person only on the streets of this city. And it's like, it's just somebody being happy. People be fake though. So don't be like them. What are we talking about? Period face. So don't fucking be like them. Don't give them your money. Don't support them. And then maybe we can get somewhere. Maybe we can get some type of authenticity going. Shit. Maybe we should stop paying attention to all the negative ones. No, the ones that's doing the wrong instead of bringing them up every 5 seconds. Well, they're doing this. Well, they're doing this and that. Okay, don't do it. Do something else. Do better. Cause I'm tired of the bullshit. I'm tired every time I talk about something. Trying to do but real bad people over there. Real bad people. So maybe if everybody took it upon themselves to do better, there'd be less people to talk about over there doing something bad. I want you to please make it. Leave me alone. Start acting funny. I will. I will start acting funny if I get a whole bunch of subscribers. I'll act like I don't know anybody. Especially if it comes with a bunch of money. I will. I'm not gonna hold you. I will. Why would I? Why would I act the same? I'm not going to. You're supposed to. Not in the sense of like taking advantage of people and being weird, but like, yeah, I'm gonna act like I'm in a different tax bracket if I am. Yeah, absolutely. I'm just a girl in a studio apartment. But if I blow up, make a whole bunch of money, not if, when I blow up and make a whole bunch of money and get a big house, I'm switching up. I'm acting funny. Oh yeah, I'm acting like I make more money. Cause I will. I mean, not too much though. Not a whole lot. I ain't gonna get no plastic surgery or nothing. That's gay. I ain't gonna do nothing like that. But I've been on here 3.5 hours. Somebody stop me. I'm gonna get off here. I don't know. Let's get off here. Goodbye.